Hey! Oh, my God. We're going to Wilson it during this. What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? I'm spikevegeta, and I am joined by my good friend, ZakTheRobot. We have gone on this journey to bring to you all Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Randomizer, Hit List, A&W Root Beer, 358 over 2 days. And Knuckles! And Knuckles! Always gotta remember my boy Knuckles.
Oh my God.
No, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. We're gonna bring in you guys the randomizer because this is slightly more complicated to explain to y'all the concept of. We do want to do that before we start. But yeah, Hit List is a specific set of settings within the randomizer that I actually came up with like 3 or 4 years ago at this point. We've done a million of them, and Zach was like, I want to do that co-op with you at GDQ. And I was like, that's great, let's do it, they're great. So here we are. Zach, do you want to explain the concept of what Hit List is and why we're Wilsoning right now?
Yeah, so if you watched the Elden Ring run earlier in the week, it's gonna be very similar. However, you see these bosses right here?
These guys,
this is our hit list. We have to kill this list of bosses.
That guy right there.
We started with only 6 of them unlocked. But, Sky, how much money have we raised with that Organization 13 Must Die incentive?
Oh my gosh, we are so close right now. $42,231 and counting, and counting. They just, they want to see this
for your generosity already. That's wild.
So, for every $5,000 you have raised, we're adding another boss to that list.
Yeah.
So Derpy, can you start adding bosses to that hit list?
I mean, they're all weaker than Pooh, so it doesn't really matter.
Yes.
But yeah, let's just start getting all the big ones.
Yeah.
We only have 2 bosses left we need to unlock.
Yeah. And we are naturally to say we are saving the biggest ones for last. We got Terra, the Power Ranger, Lingering Will, whatever you want to call him. We're going to fight that dude. And we have got Data Zemnis. And after y'all meet that incentive, I think it's already open, 2 players, 1 controller, controller. I don't know what to controller. We got Data Zemnis, 2v1c. We're going to do that. We practiced it like 5 times. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yes.
So, with that being said, gamers, get that going. We're 45,000. We're like 2,000 away from Terra, and then another 5,000. And then more money, and let's get to 2 million or something today.
Yeah.
So that being said, we're gonna do a million things. Zach, my friend, are you ready?
I am ready, but let's make sure we introduce our cast.
Oh yeah, you guys are great.
We're here. Hello.
Yeah, we're here. Hi, I'm Derpy. I'm the Winnie the Pooh guy.
He's our specialist. We flew him in just for this moment.
Sure.
I'm JHobz. I'm iPad baby number 3 on the couch.
And then we got Skybilz.
I also have an iPad on the couch.
Exactly. We're all iPad babies.
All right.
There we go.
With that, I think we're ready to go, Spike.
All right, Zach, count us out for your first ever GDQ run, buddy. I'm so glad I'm here with you. Let's do it.
All right, let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Woo! All right, now shut up. We got a lot to explain. So they are playing a randomizer, right? But it's going to look like a very different version of the game because they're not ever going to see the world map, which means no gummy missions in this. We get to just move from spot to spot. And that's because they are using a mod called the Garden of Assemblage randomizer mod, or just Garden GOA mod is what we call it. Basically, they are spawned into this room that's normally a big super boss room at the end of the game. But in a moment here, after they interact with the computer, we're going to see a bunch of doors pop up. Now there's like 13 or something doors in here, and they all go to different worlds. So you saw Zach just went to 100 Acre Wood, immediately started getting some items. Spike's activating that computer, and you can see there's a few doors up on this upper ledge that he's gonna move up to in a second. And what we need to do primarily at the beginning is get access to more worlds. And how do we do that, Derpy?
We do that by finding items. So the worlds are unlocked by finding certain items throughout the world. Like Zach actually found one in 100 Acre Wood in Pooh's house, which gave him access to Land of Dragons, which is Mulan's world, and this is how they're going to progress. Every world has at least 2 unlocks, except for Simulated Twilight Town, which only has 1, and Twilight Town, which actually has 3.
Yeah, and Spike's actually grabbing another one right there. We're actually using a really cool high contrast visuals mod made by Equations here, so that way hopefully you all can see that all these chests are totally different colors, and those chests help describe what kind of item might be in that chest, or will be in that chest. So whenever you see a bright yellow one, that means they're getting a world unlock item, and that will allow them to unlock at least half of a world.
Yeah. Mostly what they want to see is basically anything but a just plain black chest.
Big one from Zach real quick. He got the Proud Fang, which gets them access to Pride Lands. Once one of them gets there, we'll explain why that's so good.
Yeah. They want very certain or very specific worlds at the start because it gives them access to more items, more chests, without a ton of fights because they are starting the game at level 1. And they want to get just access to all this information that they can then share with each other to know, hey, I need to go here, I need to go there, because together they have to beat all the bosses that you all are unlocking, but they don't want to cross paths too much. They're going to be planning this out so that they can most efficiently kill all those bosses.
And they're playing on critical mode, which means that it is the hardest difficulty of the game. Zach picking up a proof on the right side of your screen, proof of peace.
The one we don't care about.
We don't care that much. It does unlock a couple of checks, but nothing really major there. But they're playing on the hardest difficulty of the game, and right now, as you mentioned, they are very low level. They're like level 1 through 3, and that means they are going to die in like one hit to pretty much everything.
Spike just got one of the best, well, probably the best magic in the game, Reflect. With this being critical and them needing to beat the hardest of the hardest bosses, Winnie the Pooh among them, of course. Reflect is going to be incredibly important. It's a defensive and offensive magic.
It's the best spell in the game.
It's the best spell in the game.
Yeah.
Ooh, an ice cream unlocks the second visit of Twilight Town found in Twilight Town. Yeah. That's fun.
And so there's a lot of information sharing that they're all going to need to be doing in a minute because, as Derpy said, they're splitting up. They're trying to go to totally different places, but they're trying to build up their tool set, their tool belt, their Batman utility belt, if you will, right? They need to find as many options to help them through fights as possible because the further buried they are, then the harder the fights are going to be in the early game while they're still trying to find those.
Yeah. So we're looking for some very specific abilities, those magics. That's just going to make these easier. Something to note, you'll see Spike flying around, you'll see Zach flying around. They're starting with level 2 of all the movement abilities, which you normally get from leveling up your forms. They could find them in the world, like Spike just found another quick run. But to make it so they're not big strutting around and walking around these worlds at a very slow pace, this is still a speed run. We're going to go fast.
And Zach actually just found an upgrade to that glide. Those stack kind of cumulatively. You can get up to 4 of them. So even with them starting with 2, they're going to want to note every time they find more of them because it'll help them move even faster throughout the run.
Yeah, we still want to go fast. Explosion right there is probably the best combo finisher.
We have like the 3 best combo modifiers, like right.
Yeah, and final form for Zach on your right side of the screen. So that's a very easy final form. I think
we need to re-roll to see this.
Right, yeah, this is too easy. So final form is in a very good spot for Spike to be able to pick it up as well, which is great. That is the single best drive form in the game. We'll talk more about those a little later. Another thing to note, as they're splitting up, they're doing what we like to call the shotgun approach, the shotgun opening of this, where they're doing a shallow entrance into every world or into a bunch of them in order to get a bunch of different checks, a bunch of different randomized locations checked without having to do any fights or a minimal amount of fights. So it's like
doing fights like Spike's doing here where he's utilizing Jack's, why am I blanking on the name for him?
The dance call.
The dance call. Yeah. He's using this to make it quicker. And guess what? We have to kill all the bosses.
Let's go. Thank you, everybody, so much.
You know what, Sky? Can you read us some of the donations that got us to that incentive?
Yes, please.
Thank you. And we have so much community love in here. We have $1,500 from Aeon Whispers, who says, here's to a great cause, to a game that taught us about the power of friendship, and to spikevegeta. Spike, you're one of my heroes. Your strength and passion is beyond words, just like our heroes in games like Kingdom Hearts. Don't ever stop being you. Thank you for all of your hard work, as well as every volunteer, every staff member, every runner, and of course, every viewer helping us prove that love wins, hope will prevail, and that trans lives matter.
Woo. Woo. Thank you all so much for those generous donations. Reminder that we also have the 2-player, 1-controller incentive for that final boss that you unlock, Data Zemnis. We got to get $75,000 raised during this run for that, so please keep those donations coming. So they are getting close to the end of their shotgun, though.
Yeah, and they actually have access to a couple of these bosses, right? Spike in Halloween Town found the second membership card. This is the item that gets him the second part of Hollow Bastion, where he is right now. So if he wanted to, he theoretically could go fight Datademics and Sephiroth.
Right, but the further in things are, the harder they are. Slide Dash is great to pick up for Spike there. It's a good ground-based gap closer. Lets them more easily kind of get to their enemies that they're trying to target, like Spike just showed.
Something both of the runners are trying to do right now is actually, it's nothing you will all see on the stream, but they're trying to get some information that will help share with each other, where they'll find out what important items are within various worlds. They'll get it by just progressing these various fights, getting essentially hints towards where things are going to be, which will help things like in that later Hollow Bastion. Hey, now I know this world unlocks there. That will help Zak and Spike actually plan out who's going to fight what and when and how to actually progress through it.
So basically, you know, we talked about the shotgun approach being good, but on top of that, there's like a lever that was added in the hint system to give you progression points for actually trying to do story fights under leveled. You know, trying to push through those fights. You get some points that get you some hints that, for their purposes, will help them know which important items are in which worlds. Yeah. Now, Zak on the right side of your screen is unfortunately just don't look over there. We're going to look back at the left side of the screen.
This is actually
one of the hardest fights. Yeah.
Yeah, the right side of the screen. Zak is heading into Pride Lands, and Pride Lands is generally one of the best places to go early, but these two enemies are actually really high level for what you are right now, and Zak is straight up level 1 still. And these two enemies, if things don't go perfectly, they will just kill you in one hit, like in one combo.
They are horrible to fight. There is a like cheese to them, but you need to do it before fighting anything else. But because we didn't start with Pride Lands, Zak's having to kind of improvise here, use the very few tools he actually has to defeat these enemies. Got one down. Let's see if he can get the second to cooperate.
Yeah, he's got it now. Zak, what a save, dude. That was so good. Like, honestly, that was...
Let's go,
yeah, way to save it. That was so sick. I would have died there for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
So you saw Zak leveled up 6 times from that single fight, which is, you know, that should kind of help tell you that it is not supposed to be done this early. But the big thing about that world is that he gets to run around as Lion Sora, checking all of these chests, and you can get every chest in the world from just doing that single fight without having to do any more fights. And you also have the fastest movement in this world right away.
Yeah, and he actually just found the 3rd ice cream.
Wow,
so we
that's
now
huge.
have access to Data Axle. So we already have access to 4 of the 16 bosses that they will need to beat in this seed.
Yeah, of course, we're going to try to get, like Zak said, it's a little bit like how the Elden Ring run went, where they're going to spend some time getting strong, and then they're going to go take on these bosses. Because you might think like, oh, I played this game when I was a kid. You just mash X, and then you mash triangle a couple times, and you watch some fancy cinematics, and the things die. But not on critical mode. Like, this game was meant to be played on critical mode.
Not on the data fights as well.
Yes, yeah. So they really need a good tool set. So I think now as Zak's wrapping up the Pride Lands here, is probably a good time for these two to get a chance to kind of converse on what they might need to share knowledge-wise.
Sure, yeah. We already have both Battlefields of War, one here, Zak, and y'all are going to hear us call
Way to the Dawn.
Again, these are like the major items. So Way to the Dawn. And, okay, yep. This is, again, the Gathering phase. We get like 250 checks in the first like 15 minutes of the siege. It's
There's
wild.
magnet here.
Nice magnet. That's very, very good. That's the second best match you can find. But yeah, Zak, there was a Battlefields of War in Hollow Bastion, and there was one in Disney Castle. And out of context, if you're listening to this sounds insane. But that's okay.
What that does mean is they have access fully to Olympus Coliseum, which once again, one of the bosses is at the very end.
So the biggest thing they don't have access to right now is Space Paranoids. I don't believe they have any access at all. And that's going to make it harder for them to be able to like check all of these early checks. So.
Yeah, they definitely want to get into these first visits of the world, because most of the actual chests of a lot of the worlds are. The world that never was here, where Spike is kind of a weird one. He actually has no access to the whole world right now. You're like, so how is he here? These first 4 checks are always available. Then you have to have that Way to the Dawn, which Zak has found, and that gets you the Roxas fight and beyond, all the way up to through Syx. Is where it kind of locks you off, and you would need the second one.
Yeah, so Zak, what are we thinking right now? What have you done that I have not done? I'll go to OC. We have not walked into there. What did you actually get out at Twilight Town? Oh yeah, I'm standing still. This is speedrun.
Let's go.
Just second chance in the other ice cream.
Okay. Yes, nice. That's 2 ice creams right there. While we're going over, so now we're going to start tracing over each other's paths. I think it's a wonderful time to start getting those donations as we get towards that 2 players, 1 controller, Data Semnus, who we're going to have to fight today.
All right, thank you, Spike. We have $25 from resident Kuiper Don't Care out in the crowd, who says, morning.
Right there.
Morning.
Thank goodness this game doesn't have any moose bosses. Who would ever enjoy a moose boss? Am I right? Heck yeah, up top. Anyways, hey, Zach, quick question.
Thank you for the bad opinion, Kuiper. We appreciate that.
Okay, for context.
This is good. Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to quick run Roxas. That's fine.
Nice setup, Kuiper.
There's this thing that annoys me when Kuiper DMs me, where he will start a thought and then send 2 words like, hey, so guess what? I have a question. So, hear me out. And it's just do it in one message.
Right. Oh, man.
So Zach is actually going to do Zach's going to do a really cool strat here that if you've ever struggled with Roxas, you could do this at home. You could do this on the data version of Roxas, which is called quick running Roxas. So essentially he's just surviving till he can steal Roxas's Keyblades here. He's going to do 1 quick combo to him to get him up against the wall. And now he's just getting quick run.
This should be the first strategy you learn in combat in this game, legitimately.
And so this is going to take him a little bit of time. It's not the fastest strategy, but they also wanted to show you all at home how you can do this. And if you're like, what is this fight? I've never seen it before. You only played this game on the PS2 as a kid, because this fight was not actually originally in the game.
Just a cutscene.
Yeah. So go play the new versions. They have all the cool content that Japan had forever and we didn't.
Yeah. It's one of the best fights.
Yeah, and I want to also point out for you folks out there that right now we have all of these bosses unlocked below. Later on, we're going to split those up between who's going to claim who gets which, right?
We don't quite know which of them is essentially going to take a boss.
Yeah.
We'll probably know about that in about 40-ish minutes, though, when they get an idea of what worlds this.
So for now, why don't we go ahead and we'll just clear them off for you all so you can, we can do that again later.
Unlocked them all. So we'll wait to assign them later.
The primary way that one of these will flow for us is that usually about 50 minutes to hopefully no more than an hour into it, we will know where all of the stuff we need is, all those big world unlocks, and then we can just divvy up hopefully roughly 8 and 8, but we'll see what happens.
And we glossed over Spike getting through Hades' escape, by the way, in Olympus Coliseum. Really tough to do in the early game when you're lower level. Thankfully, he has, gotten some levels under his belt from some of the shotgunning, but he was able to get through it very well. Nice job from Zach with the quick run.
Hell yeah, Zach.
Another berserk charge there.
You're going to get the mid-form in OC.
Something to note on Zach's side.
Oh, hey, nice.
He
If you
could
ever
have
see us
kept
big
quick.
point, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
We're relaying it to the other person.
He could have kept quick running him forever because he has to do a finisher on Roxas to actually finish the fight. So that's why you saw him stop quick running and just hit him once.
Yeah, and Zach was able, after finishing that, he got enough progression points to get some information about the seed. Again, this is just for their purposes. You don't have to worry about it on screen. But he was able to tell Spike, hey, you're going to get limit form in that world you're in. And then he got limit form. So basically, Zach cheated. He looked at the seed ahead of time.
Let's see if Spike gets incredible good luck right here.
Oh, so many.
The 1 in 1,000.
Normally, those are very tiny orbs that count as 1. The fact he got the big orbs is insane. Let's see if he can get it again. This is incredibly rare if he does.
That's like lottery numbers.
Actually, that's just a...
that's a quality of life mod. Makes it a lot better.
That was funny.
There's so many great quality of life mods to this. And actually, Zach, I want to ask you, after you're done menuing, as a dev, he helped, he made the seed generator for this. He works on the seed generator, does a lot of the updates for it. How has it been to work with, some of the modding community, and what's that like, just helping to make this?
Well, yeah, so I didn't actually start modding it. Sonic Shadow Silver 2 was one of the original people that was developing for it.
Okay.
I started playing it. I was like, I want to change one thing. So then I changed one thing, and now, 3 or 4 years later, I'm one of the...
Till you're 90.
So now I do a lot of the work for it. It's been basically a lot of my free time. And honestly, I enjoy seeing everyone playing with the new things I put out. I'm really excited for people to try out these co-op hints once I get them released. It'll be very great for everyone to play co-op, play these exact same settings that we're playing right now. Honestly, it's great.
Awesome.
Couple big things that were found. Well, Zach actually found both identity discs.
Okay, so that unlocks the space paranoids that we were talking about earlier. They didn't have any access to. Now they have access to the entire world.
They could go fight Larkscene right now.
Right.
They found a couple really good abilities over in Olympus Coliseum. Trinity Limit being one of the big ones. Obviously, you found Limit Form, which is one of their best tools and probably one of the best forms because it's just helpful in almost every fight they do.
The one downside is that Spike found Trinity Limit past Hades Escape and a couple other fights, and that is generally deeper than you'd like to share.
Yeah.
Whoa. Right side of your screen, Zach.
It's like 1 in a million.
The one cycle. Very good, very good. We're definitely not pulling your leg
doing
again.
the same bit.
Yep, definitely not.
Also, Port Royal has that.
Yeah.
You saw that, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Spike's now done enough story progress to find out what items are in Port Royal. You see some really useful items there, including a couple of world unlocks and a blizzard, but we'll talk maybe more about that as they...
We actually almost want that blizzard before going in there.
Yeah,
because
it is a
the
shame.
pirates are weak to magic, as Pete tells you in a cutscene. And we don't really have any good offensive magics to really do Port Royal yet, so that's why... Zach's obviously dipped in there for the start. We already knew Chicken Little was there. We already knew the Proud Fang was there. So there's just a blizzard and the other sort of the ancestor.
Another reflect for Zach there. That's really helpful because as important as reflect is, and having one is like the most important thing, it is a little tiny baby shield that you use when you use reflect. And if you get more reflects, it gets bigger and bigger, and it makes it way easier to be able to not only protect yourself, but also deal damage to your enemies.
Yeah, with all the magics, there's 3 of them. It goes to base, to the Ra, to the Ga, and obviously you would think the Ga is the best for all of them. For reflect, for fire, it's absolutely true. There's like reasons why you maybe don't want Magnet to get fully leveled up. But for the most part, they want to see all of the magics, except for Cure. We really only need one of those.
Yeah. Can you say the base to the Ra to the God? Because that's like a simple.
Well, Zach is finishing up a mini game here. Spike is crossing over what Zach has done. So why don't we hear some more donations from you, Scott, from all these lovely people?
All right, the community love continues. We have $100 from the Sound Defense, who says, good luck to both Spike and JHobz. And yes, there's a to be continued on this. Both of you bring such positive energy to anything you do, and I know you're going to kill it on stage. I'll donate another $50 if one of you eats the bear. I wonder if that counts you too, considering part 2. I wonder.
Maybe.
Well, we do have to eat.
Yeah, that is actually one of the goals.
So the part 2 is $10 from Sound Defense.
You're going to pay up, dog.
Part 2 is $10 from the Sound Defense. I said, oops, I meant Zach, not JHobz. But I wonder what if, not to put you on the spot, but, I thought that was fun.
I was like, I need all the luck I can get up here just commentating this action. So Spike has moved on a little further into Twilight Town. Zach had dipped out earlier before this point, and that's because the station fight Spike just did is a really useful place to level up Final Form, get some more access to a few more chests, like 7 or something like that, and then he has to go through a few fights that'll be a bit slower in order to get to the top. Spike, are you planning to go to the top of the tower here, or are you just going to leave the base?
I think I'll leave it tower defense. I mean, at this point, again, what we're doing is just trying to figure out the information of where all these good items are. So, Zach, you're going all the way through Beast Castle. I can finish up Olympus Coliseum just to push those progression points.
Okay. Yeah.
Reflect is good.
I can start Lander Dragons.
You want to do LOD? Okay. Land of Dragons, they say.
Yes.
Was there anything I really needed to go pick up in Pride Lands?
I mean, there's a money pouch in the first room and a magnet.
Okay, yeah, let's go do that. Wait, where's the Proud Fang? It's over here. I remember that.
Yep.
It's in your hints.
True.
Oh,
That's true.
I can just look over it.
Yeah.
Dog, this is wild technology sitting next to each other. That's great.
Yeah, it's funny. Is normally they fully do have to communicate this, playing online co-op. Like this, one of the few times they actually could just see each other.
Look at each other, yeah. So Zach finishing up the first visit of
Nicely done on that front.
of Beast Castle there. It's really great. I didn't catch it.
Halloween Town is done.
All right.
Oh,
Don't go
nice.
there.
well,
So-
hey, Genie's there. You're disrespecting Genie?
Yeah, they're going to disrespect Genie. It's okay.
It's true. He's the worst summon.
Yeah. And now, watch how much faster that fight was with Spike. Like
Reflect is really good.
That goes to show you what we were talking about trying to build up that tool belt, build up the skill set here, so that way they're able to speed through these fights a lot faster. Now, Zach, taking a look through his accessories, because actually the accessories can have abilities on them as well, which is another randomizer exclusive thing. I mean, kind of.
Yeah. It's a newer addition. It's a newer addition. Those abilities can still be found as abilities, but it might give them an extra combo boost. It might give them an extra negative combo. These tools that they could use on various fights. So it's good to kind of just quickly look through. They're tracking those less. We're tracking those less. So it's like, hey, this ability on this item. Yeah, Spike might never pick up that item.
So Spike is retreading ground that Zach's already done. So take a look at the right side of your screen as Zach is working on mission 1 here. This is 3 because this is the search. Yeah, he did it out of work.
And this one is the one that gives you a check.
Yes. So he's heading through Land of Dragons. And this is another one of those worlds that, like, it has quite a bit of fighting up front, which means ideally, if they're lucky, there won't be a needed crossover here.
Yeah.
It's very possible that it will, need to happen anyways. But
Land of Dragons is actually one of those worlds that has a really cool skip in it, where at the end of the visit, if they don't fight the boss, Shan Yu, at the end of this, they can basically jump over a loading zone and get to a bunch of chests that are locked normally by the second visit. Hopefully we get to see that. We might not, depending on, well, I think we know where the second Sword of the Ancestors is over in Port Royal. So we do know where it is, but we might get to see that trick.
Well, and the funny thing is that a skill in Crossbones, which unlocks Port Royal, was just found by Zach in Land of Dragons. So you have to zigzag your way through those 2 worlds, which also starts to lean and hint at maybe how the routing is going to go once they split up their bosses. Because ideally, if everything's lucky enough, Zach would like to be the one doing Land of Dragons and Port Royal, because if they split those 2 worlds, Spike would have to go and retread ground that Zach's already done. This is a co-op speed run. We want to do that as little as possible.
This is why they're trying to just kind of get all this information in these worlds, send one person one way, one the other. In probably about like 20, 30 minutes, they'll have all the information and they'll make that decision of, hey, I'm taking this boss, you're taking that one.
And I was just going to say, Spike, if you didn't know what to do, there's a Hollow Bastion 2 open for you.
I'm debating
Great
also
choice.
defeating Roxas, but trying to beat him in a different way.
Sure.
So we can just, because we want to leave it a little flexible for potentially who has to fight Data Zemnis at the end, because y'all get it there, we might both have to fight him. One hand at a time or something.
Yeah, that's right. We have that 2P1C incentive open to be able to fight Data Zemnis as both them with 2 players, 1 controller. So, Sky, can you give us an update on that and then maybe hit us with a donation?
I would love to do that. 15,728 out of 75,000 right now, so we are making progress on that. But let's continue the theme from the last one. Let me know what organization, 13 members, either your favorite or which one you would romance to bring back the Mass Effect 3 thing, $25 from Valerian, who says, the door to supporting MSF is open. I'm not afraid of the darkness.
Very nice, very nice.
One fun fact about some of the worlds, as Spike found a Royal Summons here in Hollow Bastion 2, 2 of these worlds have 2 bosses locked in them. And funny enough, it's Hollow Bastion and Disney Castle, which kind of are connecting with each other. So that's almost 4 bosses within those 2 worlds that might be connected in progression.
Right, so that basically means that we're starting to see that maybe Spike's going to take those 4 bosses as we hit, later into this run and the seed starts to kind of open up. So Zach's going a little bit further into Land of Dragons. You pretty much always go at least up to the summit fight here because that'll allow you to get all of the chests through, almost all the chests in the world.
Spike, after this fight here, is actually going to have access to a very dense area of checks called the Cavern of Remembrance.
A post-game area.
It's a post-game area. It's what you go through to get to the Garden of Assemblage, to the data fights. He has a couple options here of how he can progress this. He can do it how it's meant to and fight 2 incredibly difficult fights to get all the checks and access to the very final chest. Or there's a skip he can do to kind of get all the chests early. I don't know if he has... Oh, no,
Yeah, I have level 2 arrow dodge. I'm actually terrible about it, so here, I got an idea. We're gonna go over here now. Let's do a different piece of combat. I'm gonna go over to Twilight Town. We're gonna climb the tower. I'm gonna know my stats. slightly higher. Where was the money pouch? Do I have the money pouch? Did you give me the money pouch?
It's in Pride Lands.
You
Oh,
have
how'd you tell me? Oh, I have it? All right, I'll be right back. Okay.
So the money pouch gives them 5,000 money
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
in the randomizer exclusively, and that's going to let him go and buy a whole bunch of stats from the shop. He could have spent that on ethers, on elixirs, anything that he really wanted, but they have the stats in there as well. So
He's definitely doing this because he's now going to go do those fights that we just said are difficult. So the Spike is going to get to show off. Let's see, level 17, he's walking in here where, once again, this is normally a post-game area.
I think that fast menuing broke me.
the fast menu program. Well, the good news, it was just mashing X.
Okay. Real good at hitting one button.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to come in. Yep.
Nice reflect there from Spike. So pretty much all of these enemies will one-shot him or close to, if not. And he's now going to go do 2 required fights as part of this Cavern Remembrance area. The skip Derpy was alluding to would allow him to skip those fights, but he would only be able to check every chest except the last one.
Yeah.
But Spike
Do you think it's cooler that we tried to skip one time?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it once. What do you all think? What do you think? Yeah, should he try it?
Oh, that's so nice.
That magnet right there. is
Because if
actually
nothing else,
incredibly nice.
showcasing this a little bit, we're going to clank on the wall. That's going to set you up to where you can do that.
One of the few out of bounds in all of Kingdom Hearts. Take a look at the left side of your screen here. Oh, I don't think so. You have Combo Master? Oh! Limit form. The one bad one.
Yeah.
yeah. Final form,
yeah,
he could
I think
have done
Final Form
it.
gets you there.
Yeah.
Would Final Form have got me
with
there?
an
Let's do it
attack.
again. All right.
Yes.
Final form with an attack would get you there, yeah.
So yeah, if you do the clip, go into Final Form when you're on the ledge.
Or you could do that,
Jump
yeah.
and then Combo Master across.
But also the same thing
When you're
you
on the
just...
ledge?
Yeah.
Can I reach the ledge?
No, like when you grab the ledge,
Right here?
flip,
We're doing a tutorial on
Yep.
stage. Yep.
jump over, grab the
So
ledge.
if you aerial dodge over to the
Oh,
ledge.
yeah. Goofy was in the way. I'm blaming on him. He didn't do anything. All right.
Yeah,
All
too
right,
loud.
all right. We're going to fight him. We're going to.
That's fair. That's fine.
You got the general idea.
Yeah, so basically you go out of bounds, you skip having to do those 2 fights, but you can't get the last chest. So honestly, Spike's just, hedging his bets that the last chest has something important.
It's actually just a much safer option. Other than there's a lot of things in here that'll kill you. So
You do have
give it a
second
shot.
chance.
I do have second chance, and I actually have once more on an accessory. So I want to bring out my boy ZakTheRobot. What's up, Chicken Little?
The way Chicken Little works, as actually one of the best summons, I mean, actually, they're really all good in different ways, except Tinkerbell. But yeah, so Chicken Little, if you stay away from the enemies but near Chicken Little, he will suck up all the enemies, like bring them all close to you and kind of like stun them a little bit. And that will allow you to use a magnet or any other kind of spell to deal a ton of damage to them really quickly. It doesn't work on every enemy, but most of them.
Yeah, and Spike's utilizing that Chicken Little to bring them in. Then he's popping the magnet and using Finishing Plus to instantly get an explosion out because the magnet counts as a finisher.
Oh, Chicken, what are you doing? My boy!
Oh, he did it
Chicken!
again.
Oh, no.
This is scary now.
Chicken!
No, he did it.
Let's go! I've never seen him go so bad.
Zach Braff,
he
if you're
wanted the-
somehow watching, you donate. You need to donate for that.
But Spike was utilizing one of the best combos of magnet and explosion. The magnet, along with Chicken Little, is bringing them all in. When enemies kind of get sucked in and pushed out of the magnet, they're getting damage dealt to them. Explosion is scaling off his magic stat, which I can look over at a screen. It's 51 right now, so
Yeah.
it's massive. And so that's just allowing him to get through that incredibly difficult fight using essentially 3 tools.
Yeah, and it's important to note, Spike right now, again, you all can't see, but we can. He has 51 magic and 21 strength. He is
Not a buff boy.
He's a very intelligent boy with weak arms.
Sora went to the library, not the gym.
Yeah, exactly. So he's going to be trying to utilize the magic tools at his disposal as much as possible. And one thing that both these runners are going to do a ton is something that we kind of accidentally dubbed the magnet shuffle a long time ago during a GDQ run, if I'm not mistaken, which is basically when you pop up magnet, it brings all the enemies around you into the magnet, right? It does a tiny little bit of damage, just tiny little bit of damage.
A little bit.
Very small.
Very small amount of damage. But if you use some other ability to knock enemies out of the magnet will instantly pull them back in again. And then if you knock them out again, it'll pull them back in again. And every time it's going to do a little bit of damage, a little bit of extra damage, which can actually make it delete health bars very quickly. And that one of those abilities that's useful for that is explosion. So when you see Spike throw up a magnet and then slam the ground and put all the little orbs all over the place, they're taking basically double damage because they're taking damage from the explosion and the magnet.
Also, I believe Spike just found the second negative combo, which is one of the like strategies they can use on various bosses. And essentially makes sure your finisher comes out quickly. We might see Spike use that here after he finishes up core.
This is scary. Left side of your screen is unfortunately death. Yeah, that was a tricky one. You're not a Chicken Little fan there?
I was trying to use. I was actually trying
to do the magnets.
I was like, dude, Hobbs is laying this up. I got to do it that way.
Oh, get there. Nice. Okay.
But as you can see, we talked about this being a difficult area. You just saw how quickly it can turn for Spike.
This is the second fight that you would get to skip by doing the out of bounds skip. But again, it is a little scary because there is a chest that you wouldn't be able to do.
Hey, Zach, you got a second?
Yeah, I got a second.
$25 from Kuiper, don't care. This says, morning. So does Spike know where the second bone fist is? And if he does, okay, he absolutely doesn't. Who am I kidding? And Zach, quick question. So here's the thing.
It's nice being able to look over and see that is indeed the end of the message.
I'm glad you let the internet know, because some of them have been like, Sky, where's the second half of that? No, there isn't. It's Kuiper. There's no second half ever.
Oh, Spike is in a tricky situation.
The book just decided not to do anything.
All right, I think he's on his final wave here while Zach's checking a new world, but let's look at the left side of your screen. And this is a smart, that's a smart play.
This is doing the magnet shuffle, the magnet, that first part of the group Trinity limit. You'll see.
That was a smart audible, Spike. I like that.
Would have sold.
Okay. Yeah, we already got it.
You got it already.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
It has once more.
Once more. But yeah, so that Trinity limit's doing the magnet shuffle for Spike, getting that kind of quick damage put in, plus doing some damage from the Trinity limit.
And then let's take a look at the right side of your screen as well. Zach has finished kind of the earliest shotgun part of Space Paranoids. This is, maybe later than you would like to ideally be here, but that was because of where those world item unlocks were. And now he is going to do a little bit of kind of a story progression there, and is going to head straight into the next section, which is the screens fight. Zach, I know you do have an EXP boost. Are you?
I have 2.
Okay. Is that your plan here?
Okay.
Something funny about Spike's side. If he did the skip, all those vents would have been turned off.
Sure.
He would have been able to just fly through that area.
True. But he wouldn't be able to
He
get
would not
this
be able
chest.
to get this chest.
There would be an invisible wall here. Left side of your screen, what is it? It's going to be useless.
It's going to be nothing.
It's okay.
That would have made it easier to skip this point.
It would have.
All right, back to the right side of your screen. Zach is at 1 HP right now, but this time intentionally. And that's because he is going to be doing an experience boost grind here. He's using Stitch for really one reason, but kind of two.
He just did the one reason.
Yeah, he licks your face, and then you get all of your magic back, because that's how pets work.
To note, he also does help block all the projectiles these enemies are shooting out.
He's a guard dog.
He's a guard dog.
Is what I'm getting at. So Zach clears 2 of the 3 screens in this. And now, if he wanted to, he could finish this little mini game right now. But this is actually a great spot where enemies are infinitely spawning, and they can die in basically one hit. And he has great tools, and as long as Stitch keeps licking him, he has infinite magic right now. So he's going to grind as much experience as possible, and the reason he's low health is because those experience boost abilities actually double the amount of experience he gets. So he's right now getting 3 times the experience that he would normally get from these enemies. You can just see top right of that screen all those levels that are happening over and over.
You can also see the 228 points. That's the experience he's getting for every single one of these he's killing. And they're basically dying when they go into the magnet. The Stitch kind of being a little annoying there, not licking him so they could keep throwing up the magnets. But Zach's just going to keep leveling while Spike just bullied Pete.
Yeah, so Zach's probably going to try to get somewhere around the low 40s of his level, maybe even a little less, and then he'll finish things up. Meanwhile, on the left side of your screen, Spike is at a world we haven't really been to. I mean, he went to the kind of the first visit of this and is now in the later part, but he's deciding to dip out, I think.
Timeless River, the best world in the game. Let's all.
It is pretty up there. It's pretty up there.
Yep.
Here,
If you disagree, chat, let us know in your donations.
we'll leave that. So we're going to go for a little bit of a different strategy here, because just kind of this off-screen tracker we have. If I get 2 more points, which conveniently Roxas cost that much, I can go in here, right? Yeah. It'll actually give me the next hint. So we're going to try to showcase a different strategy you can do on Roxas. So we're going to show off a little bit of, here, let's do this. What'd you do? What happened?
He got a
Wave of Dawn and
Dominate
Twilight
sketches
are in.
are in here.
Yep.
Oh, it's good. So I'm here. Yep. I'll get those. Maybe.
All right.
So what's fun?
I actually contractually have to.
What's funny about the Way to the Dawn being in the world that never was, that's the world unlocked for this world. So Spike now knows that has to be before the basically block point. He will get that item, so it's guaranteed he's going to get it here because every boss has to be accessible.
Yeah,
So-
it's similar to if you watched the Wind Waker run at all. The randomizer places all the items in a way such that the game is guaranteed to be beatable. Every item is guaranteed to be reachable without having to do anything like stupid, like go out of bounds, like we were talking about before.
And Spike doing a like very much like actual real strategy on fighting Roxas here, utilizing Reflect, kind of manipulating the AI for Roxas to give him a certain pattern of attacks, and then he'll just finish him up with Limit Form, but he came up just a little short there.
He's going to be fine. Yeah, there we go. That's great.
Shout out to Second Chance once.
Shout second chance once more.
Yeah. That was good. Right side of your screen, Zach is finishing up the first boss fighting the first boss of Space Paranoids, or the boss that ends the first visit of Space Paranoids. So this boss is a little quirky because it's not just about depleting the health, but you actually also need to use different strategies that will spit out a whole bunch of clusters, which is why Zach just used that longer animation move, which is Tron's Limit, because it helps spit out a lot of clusters to fill that gauge in the top left. Once that gauge is full, he can freeze the boss, but he wants to make sure he gets him past a certain HP mark before he does that. Now he's going to wait for a certain moment so that the boss freezes right in front of him, and he's going to try his best to finish him off. Still a low strength boy, but should be pretty good. Very nice. Well done from Zach there.
If you guys want to explain, I'm probably going to hear pretty soon, try to go for a Berserk Charge horizontal slash.
Real quick before that, I'd love to hear another donation.
Yes,
from Sky.
please, God, yeah.
All right, we have $250 from Papu Komi, who says, no better time for my first ever GDQ donation. Zach, so proud and excited to see you on the GDQ stage representing my favorite game. You are such an amazing, integral part of this community, and we're all thrilled to see you doing awesome things. I am so honored to call you a friend and cheer you on from home. Let's meet the rest of the Organization 13 Must Die incentive and the TP1C Data Zemnis incentive. So, on that also, we are currently $21,885 out of $75,000. Let's do it, y'all. I believe in you, and I want to see that fight.
Y'all got to make that happen. Sure.
So over on your left in Spike's screen, he's going to be utilizing a strat using what's called Berserk Charge. Essentially what Berserk Charge does is get you infinite combos.
Like it'll never use your finisher.
You'll never do the finisher if you are out of MP. So Spike has to go through this opening with Zigbar every time. Essentially just walk forward, you'll avoid his shots. And he's going to get into Berserk Charge and use an ability called Horizontal Slash, which is pressing square. And the hope is he just keeps Zigbar looped. So right there's that Horizontal Slash, but you see Spike did a finisher. He's trying to get him to move into phase 2, which teleports him to another room, which he has to do a little bit of damage to get him
there. And ideally, the whole point of this is that we're trying to skip what we call a desperation move. So if you've ever played a video game with a lot of bosses, sometimes they have that like big, super mega powerful attack where you can't do anything while they're doing it, and it takes forever and it sucks. So we don't want that to happen. And so what Spike's doing is he's going to be using Final Form first, and he might be able to do this in Final Form, we'll see, but he's trying to do a loop with Final Form that kind of just keeps resetting his combo and or gets him out of MP. So that MP bar at the bottom of Spike's screen, left side of your screen, is pink right now. So he is in MP recharge mode, and you'll notice the command menu in the bottom left says Berserk. So he's just able to keep constantly using Horizontal Slash at a perfect rhythm. This is really tough to do, and he stun locks the boss.
And to note that Horizontal Slash counted as a finisher, so he didn't have to get his MP filled up to hit a finisher. The Horizontal Slash, for some reason, counts as a finisher.
And because he did that, we never saw that big ultimate desperation move attack, which would have taken a ton of time. It's easy to die in it. It's a huge pain.
It's awful. If you fight Zigbar, you don't want to get him out of that second room. He'll start throwing lasers at you. It's awful.
Yeah. And now Spike is doing some experience boosting of his own, this time in a different spot, and that's because this is the last world of the game normally, which means these enemies are the highest level that they would normally be in the game for regular fodder anyways, besides that Cabinet of Remembrance.
Whereas Zach's over here, he's progressing Port Royal. He's in this fight for another 45 seconds. Spike's going to be EXP boosting. So Sky, I think we have time for a donation.
All right, we have $50 from Parker the Panda, who said, shout outs to Zach and Spike for this Kingdom Hearts 2 run. I can't believe it's already Saturday, but I'm so happy to be able to come back to GDQ after a little time off from the event. Everyone is so welcoming, and I never felt more love than with the GDQ family. I know we all want to see these two do the 2P1Cs on this fight, so let's get that incentive met, gamers.
Yeah, make it happen, folks. It is super cool. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, Spike's now on one of the more annoying fights of the game, Luxord, because you have to play this like card, essentially mini game. It has this time gauge, which is his health bar. Essentially, Spike's gonna be just doing damage, and anytime he asks him to play the game, he can reflect that instead of actually playing the game to get more damage, and we'll just kind of cycle the same thing over and over again to lower down the time gauge.
The real evil about this is that you have that time gauge at the top of Spike's screen on the left, and that is Luxord's health bar, but you get 2 health bars, and if either one of them goes down, you lose. So it's really, you know, he's playing fair.
Which in this version, we're not really that worried about.
Yeah.
In the data version, all of a sudden that time gauge becomes a lot scarier.
For sure. But Spike's having to decide on the fly how he's going to react to Luxord's random attacks, because they are quite random, especially in this version of the game.
That's the attack he wants to see, where he asked him to play the game. We see it again, because Spike doesn't play the game. He's like, no, I don't want to play by your rules.
Watch the top time bar. Watch Luxord's time bar here. See how much it shoots down each time he uses that reflect? That's what we were talking about with that ability being super good.
Spike here is going to be trying to skip the DM of Luxord, where he goes into an attack by going into limit form. So we're probably going to see it, unless he does enough damage, which I don't think he has.
I don't think he can. Yeah, you might have to do a Zantetsuken and pray. He's okay.
He's got it.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it, actually. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
So what Spike was doing there with just like the 1-2 taps is essentially just stun locking Luxord in that corner so that he doesn't do the DM, just keeping the pace up to kind of whittle him down so that the limit form finishes him off and he never sees the DM.
Yeah, basically he was just trying to like inch a little more damage out, and then eventually he could use a stun locking move, but he only had enough magic to use one more.
Yeah, if he had used that move early, he absolutely would have seen the DM.
Now, taking stock of both real quickly, we've got Zach is on the Barbosa fight on the right side. He's in Port Royal, finishing up the first visit there. That's going to be a lot of just using Magnet and Thunder. Watch that health bar fly down, and then more Thunders to finish him off. Hopefully isn't out of Ethers, and he's not. Spike on the left side of your screen is working on Syx now. Another boss. Very good from Zach. Another boss from the Organization 13 that does have a desperation move that we would like to avoid seeing. His Berserk bar in the top left is full right now. So if Spike lets him get away, he would DM, but he's not going to.
Also to note, all these Organization bosses Spike's fighting here, these are the data bosses you will see later.
We're going to see super boss versions of all of these bosses thanks to your donations.
Where they become a lot harder to fight. They're a lot stronger. The DMs will come out a lot quicker. You will likely see them in a couple of the fights. Maybe not, because our runners are going to be so good at them.
So I feel like these two have had to kind of like mind meld to split things up so far. Do you all need a moment to kind of chat about what you're doing?
Donations.
No. Spike only needed a moment.
Zach does need something.
We need to talk about something.
All right, what are we talking about, dog?
I think I need to be doing the Disney Castle stuff.
All right.
Because there is another Proudfang in there.
All right.
And you already have the Hall of Bastion stuff.
Yeah.
So you already have the 2 there. If I take the 2 there, that more evenly splits. You already have World Never Was. You're probably going to be doing Simulated Twilight Town.
Yeah, because it's chain all together.
Yeah,
that's why you're the brains guy. That's why you're on this team. Hell yeah. This is why it's right on the chain. That was brain -1. That was wild.
Sky, please hit us up with some donations.
Well, I was just thinking, like, singing out of Ethers, is that like a legit strategy here, just out of curiosity?
I was not highly recommended, honestly, if you want to get into this game.
All right, y'all, we have $20,000 from the Yeti. And they say, hey y'all, Yeti here. If you've been enjoying the marathon and want to take a little piece of SGDQ home with you, be sure to check out our official SGDQ collection. best of all, proceeds from every single item sold gold directly to Doctors Without Borders. Thanks to everyone who's already joined in. And on that note too, Spike, now this is, again, thank you so much to the Yeti again. Spike, thank you so much again for that heartfelt message about everything that MSF does. I just want to give that big shout out again to MSF and everything we've been doing here.
Ooh, thank you all for donating.
Thank you.
Such an incredible cause.
Thanks to MSF and all the wonderful things that they do. And real quick, also $200 from Zeke from World 9 Repairs that says, thank you to Spike Vegeta and everyone who came and utilized the repair desk down here at World 9. We look forward to seeing you all again at AGDQ 27 and beyond.
Woo!
So, Spike, that was from the repair desk. Is there like a story involved with that or something?
How many controllers did you get repaired?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I gave them... Okay, yeah. So I do this challenge at home called SNES Mania, where I'm playing through every single North American release Super Nintendo game. And believe it or not, the Super Nintendo, like the Select Star Buttons, anybody who's ever had one, I gotta fight this guy. I was just like leisurely sitting here. But yeah, the selected Star Buttons go out really quickly. So yeah, I had to bring them down to them. I've gone through like 5 controllers already. I just gave them like a Walmart bag of everything. I said, please fix my existence. These games are hard enough.
Yeah. So Spike's fighting the first phase of Xemnas. This is one of 2 phases that they would have to fight 2-player 1 controller when they do the data version, which once again, much more difficult. The Spike would not be able to talk and just like kind of think and just autopilot it if he was the data version.
Yeah, unfortunately, Spike is trying to avoid seeing the building RC, which unfortunately, he might be able to.
I refuse.
Good iframes.
Okay, we're gonna do this then. Come here.
Spike is just trying to avoid getting caught by certain attacks.
Eat it, boy!
I'm not confident yet that it won't get blocked. Okay, you're good. I was worried if he landed on the other side of the stairs, it was going to get blocked by that wall.
Spike just got a big hint. I think he probably wants to share with you.
Simulator tried. Oh, I'm gonna go get all that.
Yeah.
All that right there. I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna go get that one and that one and that one. Okay.
Most importantly,
I think that is every.
I think our information. Do we feel like we can talk?
I think we can.
Okay, this is a healthy relationship. Okay, let's talk about it.
really quick, they're going to stop for a second because this will legitimately save them more time in the future.
All right. Do you want me to do Poo Poo Bear? Because there's a page in Simulated Twilight Town. All right, I'm gonna do Poo Poo Bear. All right, I'm gonna do Roxas, Axel. Either one of us can do it. You want it? You got it. All right, I didn't even ask, actually. That was great. Land of Dragons, surely that's
me.
Okay, you're gonna do that. That's right. Zalden, either one of us can do it. You want to take it?
I'll take it.
All right, you got it.
You should do Zexion.
I'll do Zexion. Marluxia and Terra. Marluxia, you want to do that? All right, you do both those.
I got Luxord.
You got Luxord.
You have Lexaeus.
I'll take Lexaeus.
Scimitar.
Sure, that's right. That's great. 3, 6, 9. Okay, no.
Okay, do we have the Bone Fist?
Do we have the Bone Fist? Yeah, there is one.
It is in OC.
Olympus Coliseum,
so
which
that's
I'm
yours.
already in. Then I'll take that. That's great. I love that. Syx could be either one of us.
Yep.
Larxene
is mine. Xemnas is probably yours.
Yeah, so 4, 8. This is perfect.
Yep.
This is great. All right, we did it. All right, we know what we're doing.
Spike, you're taking
who had
Syx,
Syx?
right?
Yeah, I'm taking Syx.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm taking Syx.
Oh wait, he taking Syx. I'd lied directly after that. That's
So
right.
then I need to get that Proud Fang, which is...
In a world where you could go.
We do not know.
We don't know.
No, it's in Disney Castle. I'll get
You
it.
know. Okay.
So on your tracker now,
Yeah, so
we're
going to break down what the hell that just meant.
Yeah, so anyone that's marked in red with a star goes to Mr. Red Shirt over here.
That's right.
Spike Vegeta, those
We
are the bosses.
planned this color coding in our shirts.
They
for
did
sure.
not. I'm going to spoil it. They did not. So Spike is going to be trying to defeat all the red star marked bosses. Zach will be beating all the blue bosses. So
The
now
triangles.
Triangles. If you happen to not be able to see blue triangles, we essentially they now know. So they're going to be progressing those worlds, getting to those bosses, and you might actually start seeing some bosses getting killed once they get to them.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot at this point, a lot of going through all of the story of each world, because every single one of those super bosses that you all so graciously donated for is at the very end of their respective world.
And
they're placed there by the mod, the randomizer
I
mod.
think something we need to talk about. Spike's in the tutorial world.
Yes,
Simulated Twilight Town,
finally
playing
we're
as
at the
Roxas.
beginning of the game, and we're only, 50 minutes in.
Things might look a little different than you remember. Roxas can fly now.
Yeah.
He flies now. He can use abilities, and he can use magic.
That's right.
And he also can turn into Sora.
Yeah, we want to turn to Sora. Let's turn to Sora.
Yeah.
Whoa, this got weird.
So essentially, through the randomizer, through work Sonic, Zak, all the other devs have done, allows us to use all these tools as Roxas, speeds up Simulated Twilight Town a lot. It's still very linear, and Spike's gonna have to go through everything. He doesn't have to do the missions.
It's severely
abbreviated. But mainly the tools, the Trinity limits, the limit form, the magics, it's gonna speed everything up. It's gonna speed the struggles up. So you'll see kind of Spike fly through this, even though the whole world will still take about 12 minutes.
Yeah. Now, obviously throughout this, Zach and I want to try to hit as many just like cool combat strategies and everything that we can. What I'm gonna try to do right now is probably the most important thing that we nail, because it is exclusive to the randomizer. I'll just send any piddly out there. I don't care. So we are going to, Zach, can you explain this actually?
Yeah. So what Spike is going to do, there's a boss that we're about to fight called Twilight Thorn.
I'm actually going to make a save.
Sure.
Yes.
This boss is supposed to be like a tutorial for the reaction command system to like, you do a bunch of cinematics, you press the triangle button, and you attack the boss.
Fancy stuff happens.
But because we can go into limit form here, we can actually break this reaction command. And if Spike can time this correctly, he's gonna get some damage in here. And then...
do we have the,
all the shoulders.
All the shoulders. And the things. All the things. Hold on, I just took a No, it's not on?
You must not be pressing it, right? I don't know what you're...
all the shoulders? I'm hitting them, dog.
I mean, you could also just die.
Yeah.
Dog,
it would take a long time.
Just say.
You know what?
Yeah, we're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
I think I was a little early on it. All right, so I'm gonna do some damage. We're gonna try to get it on a backup. Also just, where is it? I missed it. I don't know. This is the worst I've played all day.
You know what? While he's trying to figure that out, Sky, Sky, please save us.
We have a $67 donation and 67-cent donation from the Shaded Master. Says, hello from literally right behind y'all. It's been an honor to be here once again and hang out with these gamers. Good luck on the randomizer, and in my very monotone voice, donation.
Now, so you're a little late.
How was I? I was late by like a frame.
I think you were late the first time too, because you would have ended up in limit form otherwise.
Was it?
I think
so. Do you want me to do it again?
Try one more time.
Yeah. We're gonna eat it. This is great. We're on great pace. Sky, this is a great time for donation.
I'm more than happy. Again, the community
You know what?
love.
What happens if you eat this?
Eat or yeet?
That did no damage. All right, now you can go.
I wasn't sure if you said eat or yeet at first.
Honestly, but
You know, we might actually see the desperation move of Twilight Thorn. There it is. There it is.
yo, this is
I've
DLC,
never
dog.
seen this move.
Same.
The call out from Zach.
You can read donations during this.
We have $500 from the Shiny Goomba on Koala Muse 16. He says, thank you, Spike and Zach, for everything you both have done for the Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer. There's no better and more dangerous combination than Spike with an idea and Zach willing and able to make it happen. Let's beat down the organization, let's hit 2 million, and let's make a difference. Thank you.
Woo! Shouts to Shiny Goomba. I don't think Tetsuya Nomura knows that attacks in this game. No one has ever seen that.
This one should be familiar to you too, Spike. $50 from Y, who says, definition of eat, verb, to throw something. Example, eat the bear. Thank you, Spike, and everyone who made this GDQ so memorable for me. Also, thank you, Spike, for signing Virtual Bart. I'm so sorry, Spike. I would say what was on there, but I don't think it's GDQ appropriate, but it was hilarious.
It is wild how worth it this is.
Spike's gonna take.
What are you doing, dog? He's got a puppet show. Hit me! You, hit me! Hit me!
He's doing the TM again.
Oh my God! Anything!
So after this is
Anything!
gonna make.
Anything!
All right, there you go.
Okay, Spike, you got this.
All right, we need to lock in. All right.
That's gonna make the hit list, isn't it? Eventually, just this boss.
The DM.
The
Yep.
DM for Twilight Thorn new hit list boss.
Yep.
Bingo goal.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna pause on this.
This is good.
Yeah.
I need everyone to shut up.
Give Spike your energy, everyone.
Start now. There you go.
Okay. So what he did is basically just he broke this
gonna be
boss.
so slow now.
This boss's hitbox is right there where Spike is using the thunder. You just can't see him. You can't see anything about it. And also, time is moving really fast right now. If you notice, like Spike, just run around a little bit again for a second. Yeah. So that is just the randomizer speeds this fight up because this world is so slow, as Derpy mentioned earlier, and we got him locked in a fast, like sped up state.
Yeah.
What's funny, while the Spike did that, Zach just beat one of the hardest stories.
Yeah.
Exalted.
With no DM.
Probably nightmare fuel for some people. Zach just made short work of him. We'll see him again when we do the data fight.
We're going to be doing in the data fights. I just want to give a big shout outs. That was $50,000 and y'all meant it like it was nothing. I appreciate you all so much. All of it going to an amazing cause in Doctors Without Borders.
And also, funny enough, so you might think what Spike's doing.
Hey, you did it.
That actually is faster than doing like the fight.
It's faster, not there.
Not there.
This was to showcase it. That took 6 hours to kill him.
If you're at lower stats, if Spike had fire, it would have been faster.
Yeah, a lot of it is like you want to have, because, I don't know, do y'all want to explain the concept?
I don't think we need to fully get into it. But basically,
That's
fire
real
could have done
dirty.
more damage there.
Yeah.
Spike's going to be utilizing the limit form.
This is so unfair. We're in a dodgeball tournament, dog.
And potentially Trinity limit, which he does have on some of these struggle fights.
Finished it in 6 seconds instead of like 30 if he did it regular.
While Zach is advancing through Twilight Town 1, we're going to finally see past the top of the tower, which Spike had left earlier. But while we're getting to that point, I'd love an update on the incentive, because last time I checked, we were pretty close to $50,000 on that.
We're just below 50,000, 48,538 now, 680. Y'all get the idea.
Wow,
we are
it's going up
right
constantly.
now. Thank you so much for the love towards that.
Keep it coming, folks.
Thank you.
I'm going to also point out, we're 3,000 away from 1.6 million.
No one in the room had realized that.
You're welcome.
Hey, a scimitar.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. You routed this really well.
That's why you're here.
I'm just pushing buttons, dog. He routed the whole thing.
I know what'll get us there, though, to the 1.6. Oh, $10 from Jiu-Jitsu that says, hi, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great week at SGDQ. Thank you all for everything you've done to raise money for MSF. Good luck defeating Winnie the Pooh, Spike and Zach. And what is everyone's favorite animated Disney movie? Let's start a $10 donation train of your favorite animated Disney movie. And again, just that reminder of whether you have $5, $10, $50, it is all going to the same wonderful cause. And again, it adds up quickly. So thank you for your support towards MSF.
Does Spike, Zach, I think you guys have to answer that question first.
Does Pixar count? Pixar counts.
Why not?
Yeah, Pixar.
I heard yes from the crowd. That's all I needed.
I mean,
I think that was Dew that said yes. So.
Isn't Kingdom Hearts 3? I mean...
It's just, it's true.
Favorite Pixar movie?
Or Disney in general.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 3 answers because I'm obnoxious. It's hard to pick a favorite child. My favorite, I don't know, movie Disney is Aladdin. My favorite, that one's good. We'll stick with that. Could you imagine being the child that hears that? Yeah, sure, you're fine. My favorite Pixar movie is Monsters, Inc. And my favorite of the more modern era is Tangled.
Okay. At this point, not even the modern era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Zach.
I am very partial to Emperor's New Groove.
Ooh, good pick.
All right, Zach's the new favorite.
That's a lot of
Have you
staple
watched that
applause.
movie yet?
All right.
I still haven't watched it. That's why I lied on Kev's. I was like, oh, that's a great movie. I've never seen it.
It's such a Spike movie too.
It is
You
very
really
much
love
a
it.
Spike movie.
Subnight, let's do it.
I'm going to be like Spike. I'm going to name 3 of them. Favorite overall, Hercules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Pixar, Toy Story.
Yeah, fair.
And modern era, Big Hero 6.
I was gonna say Big Hero 6 is up there for me. And honestly, I really love Soul. I think Soul is like
Soul is so good,
Yeah.
dude.
So I really enjoyed that one a lot. It's that and Big Hero 6 were the 2 hour between. So
Sky.
and then Lion King for the nostalgia. Lion.
Yeah.
How is this not picked? I mean, especially with Goofy, our Goofy movie. Like,
Oh yeah, there we go.
Fair.
The right answer.
need some power line in
Objectively
here.
correct.
Master form picked up by Spike, left side of your screen.
I think Wisdom's
He's gonna
also
get Wisdom
somewhere in
here,
here, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good because we don't find it.
So the big thing about simulated Twilight Town, why we say it's like so slow, it has a lot of items in it, like a lot of randomized checks. The problem is they're all behind all of that slow garbage that Spike was doing earlier and having to redo, once to show off the one trick.
One of the most important things for Spike going through simulate Twilight Town here. He got that Master Form. He's about to get Wisdom Form, which Wisdom Form by itself is important for Data Demix, one of the fights he's assigned. But the Master Form actually is important as well because it's going to let him level Wisdom Form up one additional time to help him on that Data Demix fight. A higher Wisdom Form will make the fight just a little bit easier for
And in
him.
general, those drive forms, we haven't really talked much about it, but if you're not very familiar with this game, the way it works is another tool in the tool belt. You can team up, you can basically steal the power of your allies to team up with them and go into a more powerful version of yourself, a powerful form that does, they all have different effects. We won't go like too much in the specifics. The main important thing is final form is the most important one. It is the most powerful one, but there are a lot of specific strategies for other bosses that are based on other forms, like Wisdom Form, like Master Form, and Limit Form is our other more powerful one that you can use without teaming up with any friends. You can use it solo.
Yeah, Valor Form's the one we don't really care about.
Yeah, we're probably not going to see much of that, but, you know, it's there. There's that Blizzard.
I was worried that you were not going to get one of those.
Yeah, because that's technically an unlock.
That would
at
be
this
a
point.
problem.
Blizzard, multiple reasons is important for Spike. One, once again, Demix is going to help, but he actually needs that for Agrabah 2, which is one of the bosses he is going to be fighting, being Lexaeus.
It's the only, like, well, it's not the only, but it's the only one in these settings, the only world that has a requirement of, like, you need these magics to be able to even progress.
You need a
in part of the
fire,
world.
a blizzard, and a thunder, but Spike actually still needs a fire.
I'm still checking for one. There's one.
There's one in
somewhere
Hollow Bastion.
Yeah.
So Spike will get one no matter what. It just, how deep in Hollow Bastion does he have to go to get it?
Yes. Also, Duck Flare was in Space Paranoids.
I was the whole time in between the comments. I was like, "Where would that ding?"
So if you just shotgun Beast Castle and then get an identity disc, you can go do a level grind if you want. You'll get Duck Flare if you need it for Demix.
Okay.
It was, I believe, on the boss.
Yes.
You will have to do the whole first.
I would have to. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I care?
Duck Flare's one of the best abilities in the game.
Basically for Demix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want it for Demix or not. There is another, Donald limit available, but they haven't found it yet.
I have a topical donation right now.
Go for it.
Go for it.
All right, we have $250 from Hydra's back saying, can you tell Phil to stop yelling to get on me?
Well, the good news is Spike's not doing it.
Yeah, Spike did not get on the Hydra's back. He is ignoring Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
And
which
there
is
it
nice.
is.
It's faster. But
Let's get on the Hydra's back. You got it.
The old Phil one, too.
Yeah.
And then the Earninator, which
Yeah.
I've definitely never misread before.
I'm going to have to ask about that later.
Don't worry about it. Moving on.
Come on. Hey, Valor, nice.
Valor on level 46. Nice.
You're going to have to level a lot for those pages, Spike.
Oh, we got to get Numby big.
I'm at 46. I don't have them yet.
I've got TT3. No, you have TT3. What am I going to do? I
You,
guess I got
you have
World
Space
War.
Paranoids.
You also have World That Never Was.
You also have one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
we'll be
and yeah,
fine.
that makes the Space Paranoids play better, at
Yeah.
least,
Yeah, so Spike now knows he has to get to either level 48 or 50. Those are the last
You
two
are
spots
so
where it
not
could
strong.
be.
There we go, sure.
To get a torn page, which is one of the unlocks, to get to the hardest boss in the game, eating the bear.
Sure, sure.
The other two fires are in Space Paradise.
We all know it's the hardest
Oh,
boss.
you got him?
Why else is he on this list?
Oh, yeah, this is my knife. Yeah. Let's give it a try. Hey, I got to reflect.
Good job.
You can get that if you want. Yeah, reflect's great. Just got to kill Hydra.
That'd be pretty deep, but if he ends up needing the limit form anyways.
Nah, we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, again, what is happening in this second half of the run is we're trying to come up on 1.6 million. Make it happen, gamers, yes. But other than
it's right
that,
Yeah.
Zach and I are
$500.
mainly just trying to prep all of our worlds to get to those bosses and potentially even knock out some bosses here in kind of like the mid-game portion. We were going to use that as leverage, like y'all got to get to donating, but y'all, we didn't even have to get to the bluff point.
I mean,
Y'all just donated.
they do need to donate for that two-player, one
do.
controller and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
I
right.
would like to update on that if that's cool.
Please.
Yeah.
All right, we are over 50,000 towards it. That's 51,113 out of 75,000. So we're almost there, but we got to keep going. And again, these donations do benefit Doctors Without Borders. Again, fantastic cause. And we have a ton of community love still, like so much that I need to share. $200 from Cubs Rule 21 that says, good luck, Spike and Zach. I'll donate another $50 if either of you get a perfect score eating the bear.
Ooh, little donation match.
A little donation match. Might have some weird synergy with something else you might do.
And we have some love for Zach as well. $20 from Crazy Comics. He says, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that Kingdom Hearts 2 Rando changed my life. It got me through a very rough point in my life. It gave me lifelong friends, new opportunities, and led me to GDQ. And now I get to see Kingdom Hearts 2 Rando on the big stage for the first time in person from the front row. Thank you, Zach, and all the Rando developers for creating not only this incredible way to play and get the game, but creating this community. Shoutouts to the crew, Comey, and all my Reconnect friends that I made because of the Rando. Break legs on the Rando, Zach and Spike, and may your heart be your guiding key. Thank you so much, Crazy Comics.
Thank you, Crazy Comics. Right there in the front row. Thank you, buddy.
Don't make me cry. Don't.
Oh, there's so much love here. I can keep going if you want me to.
I think you can keep going.
All right. We have $10 from Ben Emberley, who says, hey there, everyone. Greetings from the UK. Been seriously enjoying the week's activities and wanted to contribute to that 1.6 million mark, which we're right on its doorstep. Massive congratulations on the 1.5 million, Mike With. Major shout-outs to Zach and Spike. Love your channels. Also to Derpy.
Yeah. Let's go.
That was timely.
It was.
Also to JHobz and the Awesome Sky. Keep going and being awesome. Bring on Kingdom Hearts and also A Link to the Past, Super Dream World, and Mario 64. Diehard Zelda and SM fan here too. This is going to be a fun evening. Thank you so much, Ben. And $100 from Big Headed One, who says, this has been a great GDQ for a great cause. Old friends are in attendance and I've made new friends here too. Happy to donate to MSF and support that they all do. Thank you so much, Big Head.
Woo. Thank you all for those excellent donations. Now, Spike has made a creative choice and decided to go into wisdom.
He doesn't like Blizzard. This will kill him eventually, maybe. Ow, I got shot.
You know, Fire Guy is weak to ice. Pokemon taught us that.
Right, yes, yeah. That's definitely
that's absolutely how it works in Pokemon.
It's actually the opposite of Pokemon, but that's okay.
That was the joke.
Yeah.
that was
I got you.
Comet is in Space Paranoids.
Oh no, did you hear that, Spike?
What happened?
Comet's in Space Paranoids.
It's only on Solar Sailor.
Yeah.
I've just been told by the wonderful team in the back that the milestone for Super Dream World 3 has just opened, and that will be at $2 million. Let's hit it, y'all. Let's do it.
What was in there?
Comet.
I ain't getting that.
Yep. So you'll get Duck Flare if you want it.
Yeah. Oh, do I want to do this without fire? That sounds terrible. I'm going to go somewhere else.
That does sound terrible.
Yeah, I'm going to go get a fire.
Yeah.
Let's do this first.
Okay. That would be smart.
So Spike could have gone and killed what's actually called an absent silhouette, being Zexion, which was one of the initial opening bosses that they started with before the incentive increased it to the full list. He needs a fire to really do the strat to make it incredibly easy, so he's heading over here to Hollow Bastion to get that fire to probably go back and get one of our first boss kills.
Yeah. Those boss kills are going to be coming up pretty soon. Zach, right side of your screen, is on the Sark fight, which is the kind of opening to the Master Control Program fight.
Yeah, which once he beats the Master Control Program, he could go fight one of the super bosses, being the absent silhouette of Larxene. I don't know if that's his plan, Zach.
That is the plan.
All right,
cool.
yeah.
So we're going to get our first boss here very soon.
Yeah. We're going to see more of that awesome reflectability here, being able to deal tons of damage, because Zach now has a big magic stat. His strength is still lagging behind. It's doing a little better, but probably going to be hard for him to get that to a reasonable level for the super bosses later. He's actually going to sandbag his damage a little bit here. He's going to under damage the boss. He could have been mashing for a lot longer, but he decided not to. And that is because he can prevent an additional attack from happening by doing a little less damage, waiting for the boss to spin around those panels, and then get over here and finish off the boss's health bar right before it slams down with the panels and kills him.
Let's go,
like
baby.
That.
Spike, I got a very heartfelt donation for you. $250 from Torin that says, Spike, your comments after the MSF video last night were incredibly impressive and moved me to donate then. I'm donating again now to encourage anyone on the fence to give to this awesome cause. Good luck on the run.
Woo! I cannot tell y'all how much good we are doing for so many people around the world. I love that we all come together twice a year to make this sort of stuff happen. So keep them coming in, gamers. I want to see 2 million and beyond today. Let's make it happen.
All right, we're going to put our focus on the right-hand side of your screen here. Zach is fighting our first of the hit list. which is Larxene. He's going to jump above her. He's going to try and get into final form and get both of the Larxene copies here caught in fire. So now he's doing double damage because both Larxenes are taking damage to that fire. He ran out of the final form, so now he is going to try and unfortunately get hit.
I missed it. It's fine.
He missed it.
No, you can do it again.
Yeah.
No, do it again. Do it again.
The way some of these fights, like it's actually just easier or faster to die because look at how fast you can die, and then just do them with the strategy.
Remember, these are now, and the absent silhouettes are kind of almost a mid-game version of the bosses. You saw still how quickly it could kill Zak if things go wrong.
Yeah, this is not even like
they're just it's like a little bit too far apart.
He's managing to keep them together, but they do keep bouncing away. That is really good positioning.
Now he's going to go for the block.
Watch that health bar drain.
Yeah, she's in the other form.
This
is fine. This is fine.
Shouts to Duck Flare. Once again, Donald being an MVP. Hey, we saw Valor form for a second.
Yeah. So Zak popped into Valor form to get his MP back. Tried to stun the boss with it as well. Unfortunately, wasn't able. So gonna have to wait this move out. Thankfully, Larxene's desperation move is not as long as some of the others. And now gonna be reflecting some attacks, trying to hit both clones with it.
There we
go.
Let's go. That's one boss in the books, baby.
1 out of 16.
Yeah. So you can see right there on your screen, the bottom of the camera frame, you can see that one is done. The goal, the whole objective of this entire run is to fill up all of those rows with just done marks.
So Zak did an incredible job of improvising that fight because it absolutely did not go to plan. Them being slightly too far apart on the fire, then kind of getting the DM. So shout out to Zak for on the fly, essentially strategizing and getting through that fight.
Yeah. Great job.
Spike's going to kill 1,000 Heartless here very quickly.
Left side of your screen, Spike is just staring at the ground, and that's...
it's GoldenEye, baby.
I was just about to
go up.
that.
Actually, Numby go up on both sides.
Yeah, that's true. But what Derek's doing...
Do you want to look at the floor together? What a lame date.
What Spike is doing is trying... He has to kill 1,000 Heartless all at once, and for some reason, if you look at the floor here, you can actually spawn in the enemies a lot faster, and then he's popping into limit form just to be able to recover his MP, because every time you go into drive form, you get your MP back. And then he is just using more magnets to insta-kill these enemies and trying to move around a little bit every now and then to get the enemies to spawn properly. This speeds this fight up like a ton.
Incredibly.
Yeah, it's
and you don't have to deal with the triangle button not working.
Yeah, that's true.
Because sometimes triangle button doesn't work in this game.
All right, well, while we were looking at the floor and looking at the avalanche zone, this is for you again, Zak. We have $25 from Seraph that says, congratulations, Zak, on making it onto the stage. So proud and happy for you. You and Spike's co-op runs have been so entertaining. I know you're going to crush the Organization 13. Eat the bear, and remember, nothingness is a turtle.
Yeah, that is true. Unfortunately, we won't hear that today, but that's fine.
We will not. But Spike is heading to our next of our super bosses that's going to go down, which is going to be Zexion.
Yeah, this is the first time we're really going to see. Oh, yeah, no, we literally just saw you do it. I'm gonna also do that. The worst thing he can do is he can pull you into Book World, which is just the worst place to be. You don't want to go on vacation here. He's always going to open up with putting Goofy in a book. Goofy can't read. This is a commonly known thing. So we're going to get him out of there.
So Spike wants to free Goofy here. He's going to try and stun Zexion with that Thunder, go into Final, and now he's just going to fire.
And Final Form has this weird property when you're using fire that isn't the finisher of the combo, where it will allow you to just keep using on bosses and not have them retaliate. Not every boss, but actually quite a few of them. So now that he's out of fire, he's run out because he doesn't have, he can't use it infinitely. He used a little bit more fire to stun him and then pops into Wisdom Form, and he's going to do a little more damage.
Just shoot him!
Okay. Don't know why you didn't just do another fire there, but you did.
I flipped over to the summon side of the menu somehow with my big fat thumb.
Oh, I see.
That was great. All right.
Super scary, but he got there.
And that's our second boss done.
Yes, that is our second boss down.
Sky, I see we're inching closer to that incentive. Do you have any donations?
We are over $60,000 towards the data centers out of 75,000.
Let's go, folks.
And part of this that got us there is $10 from Kuiper Don't Care, who says, morning. Favorite Disney movie is a tale of two unlikely characters who come together for a common cause, put aside their differences and embark on a wonderful journey. It becomes a narrative about your inner beauty, and right, I'm being told Shrek isn't a Disney movie. My bad. Also, Zach.
Yes.
Quick question. So here's the thing. What if?
I forgot.
You gotta stop reading his donations.
Listen,
You're done. You're cut off.
we don't need your money. No, we need your money.
Also, we have $25 from Real Light, who says, greetings from the front row. I've been watching GDQ for at least a decade and finally got to attend in person for the first time. This has been such a great experience getting to meet members of this community and celebrate gaming for good causes. Good luck, Spike and Zach, during the run. Let's yeet the bear and, of course, trans rights.
Woo! I cannot believe that's at $61,000. Y'all are my favorite people. I really do. I love this community so much. You're so cool.
You definitely got to keep it up, folks. We got to hit that 75,000.
Yeah.
Really want to see that 2P1C. I've only seen them do it successfully one time.
Yeah. Same. Wilby, what are we at? Oh, we're fine. We've got like an hour.
It's only the second hardest thing they're going to do in this run.
Yeah.
All right, so Zach is in Land of Dragons, right side of your screen, and could have done some clever skips and stuff, but we didn't need to because he has to progress the story all the way anyways. So he's going to finish off this last kind of forced fight before the story boss, that being Stormrider. And he's heading into the best room in the whole game because it has 8 chests in it.
Yep. Meanwhile, on Spike's side, he's fighting Oogie Boogie, and if you've played this game vanilla, you might be wondering, why is Oogie Boogie in his final phase instantly? Quality of life randomizer, and also to make it more interesting, and you just don't do one phase and it be in the first phase.
Yeah, this fight is like many minutes long in the base game. If you're just doing like an any % speed run, they removed the HP gates off of him. So now when he comes down, we can just go to town.
Yeah. And they, once again, they made it like a mix of the second and third phase for the part where you're on the platforms, just so the person playing actually has something interesting to do.
And then let's take a look at the right side, because Zach is doing a much harder boss, where basically he wants to try to reflect the lightning bolts that are coming down from the sky while riding on the back of the Stormrider here, and then has to try to stay on its back kind of as long as possible while dealing all the damage. If you have enough stats and you do your reflex just right, you can sometimes kill him while you're up here. But if not, then you have to do a little bit of a backup, still faster than you can do in the speedrun a lot of the time. He's going to reflect an attack here and then also use the reaction command.
And gets a swag kill.
Dead.
There we go, baby.
Sora just aura farming with that pose.
Yeah.
Stormrider just broke his neck, dude. It was, it was great. Meanwhile, Spike Vegeta, known lover of kids, is going to put him in some boxes.
That's one of the weirder things you've said on commentary.
A new sentence is born every day.
You just start saying it and you don't know where the rest of the sentence goes.
Oh, yeah, I really didn't. I just started talking and
that was just stream of consciousness.
It just fell out.
Well,
Sorry, I blacked out.
I see you talking here, too. We have $1,000 from our own JHobz.
Whoa!
Who says, I don't want to make Zach cry, so I'll just keep it simple and say I love everybody up here and all of you out there donating to MSF. Couldn't imagine my life without this special community.
Yeah, thank you all so much for donating. Please keep it up. I love you all. Thank you for having me up here.
We appreciate you a lot, Jeff. You're great. I love you.
You're great too, buddy.
Even if that was weird.
That was very
I love you, man. I loved it. Yeah. So now we're going to try to go for a box art.
I really didn't think those sentences were going to come one after the
other. Honestly, Sky, just read another day.
All right. So
we're struggling. It's day last.
We have $25 from Piglet, who says, oh, dear, Pooh's on the hit list. Oh, that's scary for you. You'll never beat Pooh when he's hungry. And Rabbit ran out of honey today.
Woo! Okay.
Piglet knows the lore.
Yeah.
Piglet certainly does know the lore. I'll keep going. $113 from Seriously Shirley that says, this run has some good finny fun. Let's raid the castle, find all the sea salt ice creams, and don't forget your stick from prison, air quotes. And when it comes for time to helping our friend the bear, maximum effort only. Let's meet that 2P1C incentive and push towards that 2 million.
Yeah, let's make that happen. Meanwhile, we got Spike on the left side of your screen is fighting the Experiment. This boss is kind of cool, but also really sucks because if you kind of like let him get away, he'll just either kill you really quickly or just keep kind of attacking and not taking damage, and he's a huge pain. Yeah. Spike's going to show off one of the ways of fighting this boss, which is to use Peter Pan to keep stun locking him while he's doing full combos, and eventually he's going to get through the second phase of this boss. Now, he's a little low on health, but they have second chance. They don't quite have once more, so if Spike takes a big hit, he'll remain at 1 HP minimum as long as he has more than 1 HP. But he can't survive a combo.
There's no way he would break. Okay.
Meanwhile, Zak is on an incredibly interesting boss as well, Grim Reaper 2. So the whole gimmick of this fight is you need to put the coins in the chest so that you can actually damage Grim Reaper 2. So he just did the first phase there. He's only vulnerable to magic when he's in the coin phase. So Zak has to use his blizzards, use his thunders. He's now going to use a reaction command here after reflecting to basically instantly get through phase 2. You'll see the boss meter up on the right. He's got 77 coins. We'll get a couple thunders in. He's got
thunders
nothing.
off screen. All right, and as Zak is trying to wrap this up, we're going to take a quick pause, folks. We will be right back.
Sure.
All right, y'all, thank you for bearing with us for a moment there. We are ready to go. We are back at it, and we have got, 15 more super bosses to take care of? So let's get right back into it. Take it away, y'all.
All right. This run was so fire that they called the fire department, and they were like, you can come back. It's okay. It's just a video game.
That's right.
So why don't you guys get back into it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, yeah.
So Zak is
Right side of your
continuing this
screen.
fight. He just dumped all the coins into the chest, able to damage Grim Reaper 2 again to push him into phase 3, which will be happening now. He's getting to stand on these boxes while Grim Reaper splits up his heads. He kind of jumps around, and he's prepping. I'm trying to see.
He's trying to make sure that Donald's going to be alive, but he went with Stitch as opposed
This
to.
is a good idea.
You don't even have
he
Master Form. What
doesn't
am I
have
talking
Master
about?
Form, so why he brings out Stitch is that same reason he did in Space Paranoids. He needs to do a lot of magic here. He's going to run around the chest, just kind of keep doing thunder. If he had Master Form, he'd be able to do this in Master Form. It would go much faster. But Stitch is the homie. Stitch is the best summon. And Zak's just going to kind of walk around this chest thundering, and Stitch is going to lick him a bunch.
That's debatable. I don't think he's the best summon.
He's a good dog.
He was a good dog right there.
Yeah. And
So that's all the medallions spit out of the boss. Zak's got to pick them up, throw them in the chest, which takes enough time that he wants to freeze the boss first.
Yeah.
He's going to send them all in and then finish him off.
yeah, and now he just gets to damage the boss and kill him. He shouts the duck player.
Very nicely done, Zak.
Nicely done, Zak.
Especially picking that up with an interruption in the middle. With that being said, I would love to check back in on that incentive because I do want people to know that not only is there an incentive open to do a 2-player, 1-controller version of the final super boss, Data Zemnis, but also what we have been told by production is that they will have hand cam for it if you make that happen. So please, everybody, donate. Sky, let me know. How we doing?
All right, we're at $69,158 out of $75,000. So we are 92% of the way there to that. We also just opened up a new incentive, the blindfolded Crypt of the Necrodancer, Rift of the Necrodancer. So that's going to be...
Wait, it's I did not know this. It's blindfolded?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
blindfolded.
That's super awesome. Make that happen too, folks, please. But let's.
It'd be one song blindfolded.
Okay.
One song.
I mean, that's
one
fair.
song.
We're also approaching that 2 million, which gets us Super Jam World 3.
That's true. That's true.
There's so much cool stuff going on.
You know what's not cool that's going on is Volcano Lord. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
I just hate this boss.
I mean that's true. So Sky, you could keep reading donations.
All right, we have a $500 donation to MSF from Anonymous that says, I joined 50 minutes into this Kingdom Hearts 2 run and have no idea what's going on, but had to get my donation in before the end of GDQ. Good luck to Spike and Zak on the run, and good luck killing Winnie the Pooh. IDK, man. Always trans rights. Peace out.
So here's your 1 hour and 23 minute in recap. These two are Batmans. They build up the utility belt. They got a whole bunch of tools for it, and now they're going to go take out all the bad guys. But in order to get to the bad guys, they got to drive the Batmobile through all the towns.
And of course, the leader of the bad guys is Winnie the Pooh.
Yes, yeah, naturally. They're almost done driving through all the towns, so we're soon going to be knocking down bad guys.
Yep.
And Winnie the Pooh.
We still have way more community love if we have time for it.
Well, we always.
We're,
right,
we're,
we
we're
have-
going through 100 Acre Wood and some windows, so absolutely.
Only thing to note real quick, Spike got once more. They knew it was in this world. They didn't know where, though. Once more just lets him stay safe from combo attacks. And thankfully, it's early enough that, like, maybe Zap could go get it as well.
100% of it.
He doesn't need to do any mini games to get that.
But that's all. We're going to see some mini games, so Sky, go for it.
100 Acre Wood's supposed to be serious time, right?
Yeah.
Massive, you can tell with what I'm doing.
$20 from JD Man that says, howdy Spike and Zach. So happy to see y'all getting more KH2 Rando into the marathon. Good luck with hitting that list, beating them bosses, and eating that bear. Hoping the membership card luck is kind to you both and that you find the item of items, the Executive's Ring.
Ooh, have you ever seen that?
I don't think we've seen
so.
that yet.
I can't remember if it was in
I'll
the
check,
practice runner.
dog, I'm gonna check my accessories after this.
This one is $50 from Warehouse Jesus, who says, hey, Zach and Spike, I'm excited to see you two on the main stage showing off Hit List and to see JHobz and Derpy there with you on the couch. It is always great to see Zach's hard work on the generator being shown off, and everyone in the community is so thankful for that hard work he does. Because after all, that's just rando, baby.
Have we got to talk about your work on the randomizer yet?
A little bit.
A little bit.
It says I'm supposed to pause for Zach's audible groan.
It's fine, whatever.
Sorry, Zach. Had to get one in.
I
Good
ruined
luck,
it,
you
man.
two.
I ruined it.
I
GQ
really
hype
wanted to see executives ring in those 2 chests as well.
and trans rides. Thank you so much, Warehouse Jesus.
So, Zach, tell us that we never really talked much about it, but these two are playing co-op. They're not like in a synced scenario or anything where the items are getting synced to one another, but there is actually some extra fun co-op features that are pretty new. I want to talk about rando development and maybe even specifically about that.
Yeah, so the hint system that we're using behind the scenes that you all can't see at home is like another iteration of the hints that have already existed. We're just getting our information in opposite orders from each other, so that way we get different information.
Yeah. But it's also kind of the first step towards like more complicated co-op stuff potentially one day. I'm not signing him up for anything, definitely not.
Yeah, I very much hope this leads to more and more cool co-op stuff. I love randomizers, but I really love randomizers in a cooperative setting where you're sharing information. There's a lot more to factor in. Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to get to the finish line as fast as I can. I'm making sure that Zach and I get to the finish line as fast as we can. So like we're trading around bosses, we're making sure we're each able to get all the tools we need from each different world. It's cool.
Yeah, it's actually really fun whenever we do, like community tournaments for this, because the time that you are recorded for your tournament matches, it does not matter how soon the first person finishes. All it matters is how soon both of you have completed your objectives. So it's really cool to try to do that. But let's take a look at the right side. Derpy, hit us up with this this fight that Zach's going to be doing.
Well, I didn't see Zach's setup. So are we going for any specific strat here, Zach?
We're just gonna fight him normally. We're gonna.
All right, Riz fighting Nor. So this is Marluxia. This is actually the boss of the Chain of Memories game, the final boss. And that number above Zach's head, that's how many hits he can take before he just dies. It's kind of like the Luck Sword where he almost has 2 health bars, where that number could go to 0, or his regular health bar can essentially drop. Zach's going to be utilizing a lot of the Reflect, as well as some fire here. But you can see how quickly that health bar goes. Here we can put him in final form, just going to fire him, and the fight's already going to be over.
Yeah, wow, that was super fast. Very nice.
Zach.
How many reaction boosts do you have?
Like 2 or 3,
Okay.
maybe 5. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe 5.
So the reaction command, the reaction boost, why Hobbs just asked that, there was this move where, also a nice proud thing on Marluxia.
I was like, oh, you're fighting him early. You need it. All right, sick.
Essentially, Marluxia threw his scythe down on the ground. Zach was able to do this reaction boost, and then took like 3 bars of health.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. That was sick, but I think it's time for the ultimate boss of the game.
You have to
another
grind to
corn
like
page.
level 48, dude.
Son of a bucket. All right. I'm gonna go do that.
You don't want to do Space Paranoids?
Yeah, I mean, I could.
Yeah.
I'm like level 40.
Okay.
It's fine. Hey, you're fighting hyenas, and the guy who gets angry. Do that.
Well, you seem has to get to that high level to beat Pooh.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows that Pooh is the hardest boss.
Yeah,
I can't believe I've come over to your side on this. Pooh is the hardest boss of the run, so he has to get all the way to almost level 50.
What about
only
Data
reason
Pooh?
he needs to.
This is Data Pooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Real quick, Zach on the right is fighting Scar. Scar is another boss with kind of an infamous desperation move that he can do potentially like 2 or more times if you let him get to, uncontrolled in this fight. So basically we hope that he's just not all that angry. We hope he never goes Hulk mode. And right now he's not behaving very well at all.
Yeah, it's one of the tough parts about being in
That one on
Thailand
Donald?
in the Lion King world is that your tools are just greatly reduced. You don't have like Duck Flare and all these really good limits.
This looks
You just
pretty
have Simba's limit and your magics.
Do you have... Yeah, you had enough ether slots, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, Zach is using the limit from Simba here, which keeps him invulnerable, but more importantly in this context, helps stun the boss. Now he's going to try to keep him stunned. Yeah, but unfortunately couldn't. Might get lucky here. No, okay, yeah. So
His anger has grown for far too long.
yeah,
At least you don't have to fling him off the edge.
true. That's true.
Dog, says Lion King, that's impossible. You would never know to do that.
So we were trying to skip this move because it's just invulnerable during all of that time. Zach has to keep waiting for him to attack. Gonna spam some reflects, and there we go. Finishes off the boss. Well done. Spike is on a carpet, moving around, hitting some switches and stuff. Sky, hit us up with some donations, please, from all the wonderful people out there.
All right, sounds good. We have $100 from Zemnis who says, submit to donating to Doctors Without Borders.
That is the wrong boss, but okay.
Still, though, the point there is well taken. We are $71,838 out of $75,000. Nearly there, 95% of the way there.
Wow.
Let's see some data facts.
Hope you guys are ready for that. I think you're gonna be having a 2-player 1 controller.
Maybe, we'll see.
We have successfully done it.
Once.
One time.
We have more community love here. $200 from Jada Gould that says, "Hey Spike, missing my regular diet of those terrible SNES games.
Love
But glad to see you on the main stage. Good luck and kill all those bosses."
You got it. Thank you so much. Who was that?
Jadigal.
Jada Gould.
Oh, Jadigal was up.
And then we have $100 from Ethan King, who says, "I've really enjoyed all the games being run this week. Been looking forward to this KH2 run and always excited to see the energy that Spike brings." Also,
Let's go, baby. The executive ring. All right.
Sorry, Ethan.
Sorry.
No, you're
That was
fine.
a meme. And memes, then donuts. Memes. Yeah.
also, hi JHobz.
Hey, how's it going, Ethan? Thanks for the donation.
So we're actually gonna have 2 of the more technical.
It's good.
Wait, what?
It's got a cool thing on it.
It's got a cool thing on it. 2 of the more interesting story bosses here being Genie Jafar and then Ground Shaker. Hobbs, do you want to explain Genie Jafar? I'll take Ground Shaker.
Sure,
when Zach
sounds
gets
good.
there.
So Spike's just taking stock through his accessories real quick.
true.
He's trying to decide, does he want to go with some stats from his accessories or go for an ability from it? Because he's actually already way higher statted in his magic set than would be necessary for this fight. But basically, it's the name of the game that we've been saying so far. This boss has a desperation move. This is literally one of the longest in the game, though.
Yeah.
So Spike's going to do his best to prevent us from ever seeing it. The world will go dark and stormy, and he'll just throw buildings at you, as one does. So he wants to avoid all of that. Gonna hit him in the abs first. That's the weak spot. Everybody knows that.
So chiseled.
And then gonna be using a cool property of the slide dash on the carpet here, where it can hit multiple times. He almost just messed up. You could have saved it anyways. It's probably okay.
That'd been great, yeah.
And now he's so strong that he's not even gonna really bother too much with using blizzards or anything. He's just gonna slap the boss a few times.
All right, we're going straight over to Zach's side where he's
This
fighting
is a cool
Ground
strat.
Shaker.
This is very cool.
So Ground Shaker is this basically giant cinematic boss fight you get at the end of Pride Lands 2. Zach's gonna be utilizing Berserk Charge here to essentially skip the whole fight. So he has to go through this cinematic. He's gonna block this stomp move, instantly use up all his MP using Cure, and just target this eye and just watch the health bar.
Yeah, top right of the screen on Zach's side. Just
All right, but it's
flawless.
not over because as you see, the boss is not dead because the giant dinosaur is not actually the boss.
Right.
So Zach's gonna use Simba's Limit to fly to the final boss because the lions fly now.
He took some tips from Roxas.
Yep. See, they fly now. Whee! And hit the boss. every
It's
time.
so ridiculous that
So
works,
good.
dude.
That's great. And thankfully, Zach is really strong, so he got to just Berserk Charge through that, no problem. But if you're lower stat, you have to mash the heck out of that to get all those Berserk Charge, all that Berserk Charge damage in. Spike's got 1 level to go on his grind there. Zach is going to take stock and make sure to take off the Berserk Charges, and he is going to head into the next boss that you all donated for. This is Syx, and what are we going to be seeing here? Zach fighting him straight up? We're going to do something special?
We're gonna butter him up a little bit, and then we're gonna let Peter Pan do a lot of damage.
Happy
Excuse me, what?
You'll see.
Dog, that's the perfect reaction to anything Kingdom Hearts.
This guy hit us with one quick one, please.
All right, we have a $5,000 donation from Anonymous that gives a crab emoji.
It's just, that's great.
I love that. That's for our blindfolded Rift of the Necro dancer.
Oh, excellent. So right side of your screen, take a look. Zach is fighting Syx. Look at how many health bars are up there. This is what we're talking about with those data bosses. They are the ultimate super bosses in this game. Now that final form in fire is doing a lot of damage because Zach is at 72 magic, which means he is way over the floor, the minimum damage value that you can do in these fights. But he's not at the top yet. He could be doing even more. Once he got the Berserk bar pretty high and got his health down about halfway, he summons Peter Pan. He's going to do the same kind of thing we saw from Spike in the experiment, but this time not doing full combos. If Zach messes up and either doesn't jump because the game eats his inputs, which is very common, or does a finisher by accident, then everything goes to crap, and this boss is going to use a big, long DM. It's very hard to survive through, but instead he can keep stun locking him as Peter Pan uses his little dagger, and we're getting pretty close on that health bar now.
This is a lot harder than it looks, by the way, to not drop your jump input at some point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Well done, Zach.
Did you have an Air Combo Plus on too?
I did. Yeah. I was like worried at the end when it wasn't.
Yeah, right. Like,
All right, now we're going right over to Spike because luckily they've decided to take their time. Spike's going to be fighting the hardest boss in the game here.
Okay, all right. So we're going to try to yeet the bear.
All right, left side of your screen.
All right.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. This is actually the most nervous I've ever been here on stage.
I am playing The Price is Right losing horn in my head as we speak.
Oh, do it again. Gamers, I can't do this.
Spike,
do we have
I'm
someone?
so disappointed.
Spike, you've prepared your whole life for this moment. Come on.
I'm in a cold sweat.
Lock
if only
it.
we had the greatest yeeter in the world that we flew in just for this moment.
I'll trade you.
Din, 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 din.
Let's go, Derpy! Derpy!
You actually do
You know,
it.
I'm going to blame the
Xbox controller.
Okay, all right.
All right, here
we're
we
gonna
go.
help him.
Here we go.
All right, everyone,
Energy
clinch
from
your
everybody out there.
everything.
And Spike. Whoa! You have to throw that.
You have to yeet the bear.
Yeah.
In your right hand.
Oh, yeah!
Spike Vegeta, y'all. And Derpy. Let's hear it for Derpy dragging on that yeet.
Great job.
Woo!
That was a wonderful yeet. Not a $99.99
Not a
though.
I
Only
know, I'm sorry.
$83.99. Getting $99.99 is like frame perfect. That being said, are you done with your prep?
I'm done. Yeah.
All right, we're here. You know what? We have a lot of time till the estimate. So what Zach and I had planned this whole time is that we want to actually, if we were in good pace, we actually just want to alternate so we can focus on each of these boss fights as we go through, like what I just did, Eat the Bear. So with that, Zach.
I'm 3 and you're at 2.
Oh, you want me to do something? I'll kill Vexen.
Yeah, you should do that.
All right, so you've seen us do all those like final form fires. Now I'm gonna fight someone who's actually weak to fire. I know, like the magic or their health bars were just shredding through. Ice, he don't like fire.
And this is one of those absent silhouette bosses, so he's a little bit like, weaker than the data versions. This is one of the ones that we had unlocked at the very beginning of the run.
So Spike's doing a reflect there. He now needs to just break the shield, and he's just going to fire him.
Oh, the health bars are going so fast.
I was gonna say, if you ever don't know what to look at while this is all happening for any of these bosses, just take a look at the health bar in the top
Anytime.
right.
All right, now you can do it. What are you thinking, baby? I saw you point that fingy at me.
I'm going to be safe.
Okay.
I'm going to go get that once more.
Oh, that's smart. That's
Oh,
very
yeah,
smart.
that's right there. Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah,
Spike, if you want to start heading to your next boss,
Yeah, you know what? There's another quick one we can do right here.
Sky, do you think, is there anything like that is maybe relevant to what we just did?
Oh, very much so. $25 first from Winnie the Pooh, who says, "Stand down, Spike. I'm too powerful for you."
He was.
And $1,000 from Pooh this time that says, "Oh, bother."
That's incredible.
Also, $2,000 until they
Gamers,
have to
we're
do
almost there.
2-player, 1
And we're
controller.
like at the end. We're literally fighting our boss.
All right, Spike's on to Lexaeus here. This is another of those absent silhouettes, but he has a little bit more health than some of the others. And he has this weird power gimmick. We're going to try to not really care about it, and Spike's just going to do a bunch of damage. But he knows about when Lexaeus is going to be responding. Every now and then, he's going to power up like this. And either we're going to end up seeing him do that one more time after this, or maybe Spike's going to be able to stun lock him. He's going to pop into final form, use those fires. It's the name of the game, as we've seen before. He's only got one fire, which means it's not the strongest thing in the world, but it is still doing a pretty good job. That health bar's melting. He's got just enough form gauge, so
Wins his DM.
very nice. Got to avoid a really just long attack that he does.
Yeah.
But let's flip right back over to Zach on the right side of your screen.
And Zach is heading into Luxord. So we talked about Luxord when Spike fought
we
him
got to see the
originally.
story version
We
of
got to
this.
see the story version. Now it's different. So Zach is still going to reflect those games and essentially get into a loop here where he's trying to just get that damage. He has a couple options of how he can approach this. He can just try and kind of loop the jump attack, but that's very slow. So he's going to more so deal and fight the attack. We're going to see here the minigame. He's still reflecting it just like Spike did on the original. He messes this up once, his time gauge is going to go down. And essentially, we just want Luxord to be nice and keep giving us those games so we can keep getting our reflect damage in.
Zach, you're a monster.
Extremely
Oh my
tight
God.
reflex there from Zach. Okay, those are things that he had to react to on the fly. He did not know that attack was coming, and it has a very small windup.
That
for when he
would
can
have
actually
knocked
get hurt.
him to 1 HP because he has second chance once more.
Yeah.
Would have killed him if he didn't have those abilities.
Yeah, so Data Luxord is random, similar to the story one, very obnoxious. He doesn't have that many different attacks to choose from, but the problem is that some of them can kind of start hitting you almost immediately, so it's really tricky.
Yeah, and essentially these cards, he has to find the card with Luxord on it, press triangle. He can get a little time gauge back by hitting those cards with the time.
And taking some off of Luxord
And
as well.
taking some off of Luxord.
Prompting another minigame, going to reflect it. He does have the option, as Derpy said, to activate the minigame and do it, which will take off a lot of time.
But it is very fast.
It's so much
It's
harder
so
on
fast.
the data version. Yeah, it's really tough. We're going to have to see one of those minigames later unless he's really able to do something fancy, but I doubt it.
He could DM skip this.
No,
I don't have limit form or training limit.
Yeah.
So to talk real quick about the stats, Zach is at 67 strength and 72 magic, which means, again, he's doing more than minimum damage, but he's not doing the maximum damage that the game kind of expects you to do these bosses at. Like, they expect you to be level 99 for this. Zach is level 49.
And here is that desperation move. Essentially just has to survive this first part. So he's going to just guard these moves. You'll see him come fly against the wall while Luxord does a bunch of stuff in the bottom. And he's going to have to do a mini game. I want to essentially take your eye to the command menu in the bottom left. Zach has to get all of these to be a circle. And just watch how quickly they're moving.
They get faster for every one he does.
Yes, so Zach can pause buffer.
Really tough.
And unfortunately, now you just watch Luxord's health increase and Sora's decrease.
Yep, and he's going to wait this out, so Sky.
Oh, yeah.
It's with the donation.
We have a $3,000 donation from Dumple that says,
Wow,
Wow.
that's massive.
Proud to do my part to help doctors clip out of bounds. And we have
Without borders, I get it.
Hey.
$100 to MSF also from the pot of honey on Pooh's head that goes, whee.
All right, so Zach gets to do the DM again.
Yeah, so unfortunately, one of the best things you can do, or the safest, maybe not necessarily the fastest, but the safest you can do is wait out the form gauge of you being a die, because for some reason Luxord forgets how to attack you, and then you just do the DM again.
You're a die. I was like, what is being a die? like, stop to exist. Okay, go ahead. Let's do this thing.
So you see Zach pause buffering here, so because he wants to get those circles. All right, last one.
Oh, come on.
You got it on the first frame.
All right. Zach does have one more opportunity because, again, you might think like, oh, all that time gauge just came back for Luxord right there.
Yeah.
As soon as you actually win that last minigame that Zach's trying to get, he'll drop all the way down to one time gauge and be able to
And what Zach was trying to do there, because the same thing happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Once you get down to the last one left, again, they accelerate as you go. The last one is so fast that it's almost better to pause on the X and then release pause and hit X. And in the time it takes your hand to do that, it'll switch back to circle. But unfortunately, if you pause right at the beginning of it being X, you'll end up going too fast and you'll lock yourself out.
But yeah, so if Zach gets it on this try, it will end the fight. He'll live. If he doesn't, we'll be doing all of this again.
Yeah, really.
got the Zach.
This time. Got it.
This is really hard.
It is incredibly
Believe it or not.
difficult.
All right, let's give him some serious time.
Oh, I shouldn't pause buffer that one.
There. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
I thought you first framed it again. I was so scared.
Woo!
So
We need $630 and we've only got 8 bosses left to go. All right, let's do this one. Data Demics.
Yeah, so Spike's going to start with some water clones like we saw earlier. Sky, hit us with one quick one.
all right, well, Spike beat me to the punch in terms of how close we are to that data zemness, so thank you so much, Spike. Appreciate
I
that.
stole your thunder, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Let me see. I know we had a lot of community love here again. Thank you to everyone from the communities just being awesome here. We have $250 from Archduke of the High Bears, who says, the organization must die. Got it memorized?
We're not on that boss yet.
Yeah.
All right, so Spike's on Demyx now, so he's got these water clones he has to finish. The gimmick of this fight is that Demyx himself is hard to fight, but he won't be with what we're gonna do. What is difficult is that he's gonna spawn a whole bunch of water clones in a limited, and you have to defeat them in a limited amount of time. So again, you're looking at Spike's side, the left side of your screen, and then the top left corner, he's got a 30-second timer, already back down to 20, and the top right corner, how many forms he has to defeat in that time. Now, there are several different sets. There's 4 waves, 2 different times in this fight. And at the very end of this, Spike is gonna have to defeat 99 water clones in 30 seconds. That is the difficulty of the fight.
This fight's basically a big puzzle.
Yeah.
It's less, I mean, there is you'll see here in a second when Spike clears this wave of clones, there is a real fight in here, where he has to fight Demyx and get the health bar down, but this is almost the easy part of the fight.
He's got the damage to do it. The biggest things that Spike's trying to do right now are A, not use a finisher, and B, he's trying to keep Demyx away from the walls, but now that he gets him to low HP, he wants to actually push him up next to the walls. That's kind of close.
Yeah, this is dicey, I'll be honest.
It helps group up all of the water clones if they only have, one direction to spawn in. Unfortunately, they can still spawn all around Demyx. So Spike clears out the first wave here. The Blizzard will flip them into a different mode where he can use a reaction command. You can see there that wild dance. That helps group up all of the water clones, especially the new ones that are spawning. So now he's got to finish up these forms.
Yeah, one of the important things to look at on Spike's screen that he's trying to do is that drive gauge. He wanted to get to that 3.
Bottom right, yeah.
Because on this 99 clone, which will be the next wave after this, they give you 30 seconds for 13. They give you the easy one, make you think it's good. He's going to have the 99 after this.
Yeah.
Wisdom form is the MVP here.
Yeah, he's going to start out of Wisdom form because he doesn't have enough a form gauge with it. Basically, he just doesn't think it'll last long enough. Now he's going into Wisdom form because it lets you be mobile with your fires, and Wisdom is kind of the magic form, right? It kind of makes sense here. Now he can use full combos to try to clear them all. This is going to be pretty tight, and Spike doesn't have one of the common backups for this. We hit the incentive either way. Spike's got 3, 2, 1.
Oh, there we go.
He got it. Let's go.
Great job.
That fight is so tough.
Let's go, gamers!
What a well-timed challenge complete. Thank you all for making the 2P1C incentive happen. Sky, can you maybe hit us up with 1 or 2 donations about who made that happen?
Oh my gosh, I was on the edge of my seat for that whole thing.
Same.
$250.13 from Artemis, who says, if you went back in time to tell 2016 me we'd still be playing Kingdom Hearts 2 in 2026 while we wait for Kingdom Hearts 4, I'd say, wait, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out? Love this game and this crew. Dance, water, dance.
We're going to play Cage 4 for like a week and then come back to this game.
That's right. It's true.
So now we have over on Zak's side, we have Axel.
Yeah.
Axel is a very interesting
This is
fight.
like one of my favorites, honestly.
I love this fight.
Yeah.
Because you're going to see he's going to make the floor fire. The floor is lava.
Yeah.
That floor will basically make it so Zak is always at 1 HP. So Zak's goal here is to push Axel into this little form where he goes out. He's going to do one of the 2 reaction commands, not both, and essentially just try and loop him with magics, with the finisher of Explosion, to cycle him through, do a combo, do Explosion, throw a magic at him, he jumps back out, do the reaction command. He's going to loop this until he finishes off the fight.
This was even, I think, a little bit of an audible because the opening didn't go exactly how Zak was hoping. There is a different alternative you can do here where you use a Blizzard to help damage the boss because, the fire boss is weak to ice in this game, right?
Yep, it is, just like Pokemon.
He was able to quickly adapt, go into this loop where he keeps pushing him into the wall, like you said. But the tricky part about this is that when he pushes him into the wall, he has to get to the center of the screen like really fast. Because if he's not managing his movement very precisely, he won't get an opportunity to do that reaction command, the triangle right there, Burst Frontier. And if he doesn't do that, then the boss is going to DM. It's going to make it really hard to survive.
You will also see Zak locking onto him while he's outside the Ring of Fire, which helps with that.
Yeah.
And that's the fight.
It should be he's going to clear out all the fire because you have to in order to beat the boss.
Nice.
And there he is. Nice job, Zak. That opening was so spooky. That was a good recovery.
To note, that's incredibly difficult because also the triangle button sometimes just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's true. All right, Spike onto the classic Sephiroth himself. He's going to start off with a reaction command here to block, and there are a few different approaches that you can take to this fight. There's one that Spike is starting with here, which is that you actually do a little bit of damage to him with a, or a lot of damage with a full combo, but then you don't follow up on that. Even though the boss has enough time for you to keep attacking him, you don't do it. And if you do that, then he'll keep, standing back and attacking you with his sword. Eventually, when he switches phases, he can also use this lava attack, and Spike was able to reflect all of the pillars of flame so that he was able to deal big damage with that spell that we mentioned is the best one in the game.
Yeah. To note here, Spike is really relying on his magic staff. You notice any of his regular combos are doing barely any damage to Sephiroth. He's needing that explosion, he's needing the reflect, that the final finisher from limit form. All of those are doing magic damage. That's what's really defeating Sephiroth here.
Into the final phase, he's going to use a Trinity to stay alive because you are invulnerable during limits. He has to do a little bit more damage because he has no MP, and there we go. Able to finish off Sephiroth. That's another one down. Gamers, we have got, what, 5 to
We're
go?
on our final 5. Do you want to do the next 2 back to back?
Yep.
'Cause yeah.
All right, so Zach's going to be starting off with Xigbar here. Xigbar is, for most people, I would say, the hardest of the datas to learn. I know for me, he's always the one I'm most scared of, especially if I don't have the tool set that I want. Luckily, Zach does have a lot of the good tools for this boss. So it's going to start with a room change. It is random which room you get. It's very common to be this long one, but you have to react appropriately. It's going to deflect all of the bullets that he starts with, then pop into a duck flare. Because when you want them to die quickly, duck flare. Thank you for the crowd for knowing where I was going with
this is that berserk hori that we talked about when Spike did the fight originally, where that duck flare takes all of your MP away, so Zach's able to just continually press square and do this horizontal slash. Now his MP's back, so he's going to pop into final form. Unfortunately, we do get the DM, but you can see the damage that Zach has already done.
Now you get to see the move that Spike was skipping in the story version of this fight. It would have been the same move, it just would have dealt a little less damage. But now, if Zach gets caught by this, he'll be brought down to 1 HP pretty quickly, able to dodge the entire DM, and now he's going to use Duck Flare to hopefully stun the boss immediately, which he did. Going to be using some aerial spirals back into Berserk Charge. This isn't going to do enough damage quite yet. Now he has to react.
I like the final form pop, reflect that. You're going to want to go for the double stagger. If he'll let you, stop.
HP.
This isn't your story. I don't know, maybe it's a story.
Room change. Oh, he got the stagger.
Zach! Hit him!
Oh my!
Oh no! Oh! He lowered into the guillotine. Let's go. I'm gonna take a death real quick.
All right.
I thought we were doing another Zach boss.
Yeah, I accidentally went too fast. Yeah.
That's great. Sky, Spike's going to have to walk back up to Data Roxas in a moment, so let's hear some donations.
All right, $10 from Hatsune Miku, his best waifu, that says, "Yeet that bear." Woo! We also have $5 from Gold Dragon, who says, "Shoutouts to Refined by Topaz TK, and let's get some good rando going."
Remember, everybody, to be putting these donations towards that Rift of the Necrodancer incentive that's coming up right after this run, so you got to make it happen.
Yeah, what's our progress on that?
Yeah, let's take a look at that. That is 14,377 out of 50,000.
Oh, you all can make that happen. I know you can.
All right,
The final 4.
Yeah, Data Zalden, who next to Xigbar is probably the other one where you hate. Zach's gonna be using more Duck Flare but the issue is what you just saw. Zalden put this essentially shield around himself.
Yeah, a wind shield, all those little particle effects swinging around him.
Which Zach needs to essentially get rid of to really do damage to this fight. So he's kind of waiting, he's getting some jumps here, and he's going to break that shield essentially using this reaction command.
And every time that Zach guards the boss, he's trying to mash as hard as he can on the triangle button, because if you look at the command menu, his attack has been replaced by the word jump. He's going to probably have that happen later unless he ends up stunning the boss from here, but unfortunately popped up that wind shield again.
He does not want to let Donald do damage.
Yeah, you're able to get as up to 9 jumps at once. So you can see Zach is mashing triangle while also moving and dodging everything. And then he's going to go back into a reflect into the jump, but unfortunately...
He is being maximum.
The boss is,
This is some of the worst, moves.
It's all because Zach, nailed the story version of this boss, and now he's being...
When we ignored
Where did you get Combo Master?
Does
someone want to
early
check
LOD
that real quick?
Early LOD, yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, I'm going to go get that.
You could show double negative combo as well.
We're talking about Zemnis.
We're talking about that.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do that while he's fine. Yeah, we're good. We have this plan. Except it's a randomizer, so you can't plan it.
All right, dodging this attack, getting some jumps. Again, going to reflect into the jump, try to stun the boss.
All right,
there we go. So
let you hit it.
the top right of the screen, look at all the health that each of those jumps is taking off. Part of that is because of those extra reaction boosts that they equipped throughout
Donald?
the time. Needs Donald to be alive, but he's not.
He's not.
Oh, I'm going to wrap this up.
Oh, he's dead, yeah. Unfortunately, he catches him in midair. So once more is supposed to protect you from a combo attack like that, but if you are in the air and you're getting hit and then you land, the game's like, I don't care that you were getting comboed, and it just resets that ticker.
Yeah. He was maximum troll in that fight.
Yeah, he really was, like genuinely. Zach was doing
Zaldin
everything great.
control in so many ways. But once again, really good reflect into the aerial dive, and there we go.
Oh, he still
my
did
God.
it. Wow.
I need to put megas on.
Yeah, so a little trickier.
Zaldin hates Donald today.
So going to go try to block his first attack here. He's going to either do a punch or a swipe. He did the punch. Gets 9. That's really tough to get 9 jumps out of that.
That's impressive.
And Zach doing a good job even in his subtle movement. We don't talk about it enough in Kingdom Hearts speedrunning, where just your actual positioning on the screen is so important to so many of the speedrun strategies.
Seriously,
So we can
half of this
drag it
game
down.
is where is Sora standing in relation to the boss.
He did it again.
I've never seen him.
Yeah, Zach is trying really hard to stun lock the boss out of the last jump, but he just can't make it happen because the boss keeps breaking out and putting up a shield anyways. Now, both of his party members are dead, which is the main reason you want to keep him stun locked. Now he has to dodge the DM, and this is going to be a lot of kind of audible here. Wasn't quite close enough to get the benefit of the heal, but he knew the party members had to survive, so
this
he
is
could
good
go into
strategy.
final form.
Yeah.
Now, he went into final form just to reload his MP. There are other strategies where you stay in final, but he's opting for a different one here so that he can keep using Duck Flare.
Importantly, Donald stayed alive right there.
Really important.
Yeah, he
got
still
the
had a
stun.
few jumps to pull, because really without the jump, you can't stagger him out of his windshield.
Now,
He finally didn't put the shield up.
yep, he's going to keep trying to get this Berserk Charge horizontal / combo going.
Let's go,
That's
baby!
the boss.
Okay. All right. I've been fighting bosses for a while. Spike, take
I'm a
one.
5-day Araxis.
All
Yeah,
right.
and I'm going to tell you where Combo Master is unless you already got it. Did you go get it or no?
No, I'm going to get it
We'll
while he's
do it
fighting the
later,
next.
yeah. It was, Bamboo Grove, so it's literally right at the beginning. So, Roxas, Derpy.
Yeah, so Roxas, just kind of like the beginning of the original Roxas fight, he's going to do essentially attacks here 4 times. Spike's going to be getting damage in, and then he'll do the reaction command where Spike can steal his Keyblades.
Another important thing to note, Roxas takes extremely limited damage from light magic, which Reflect is coded as light magic. So
Spike's going to steal the Keyblades, use Trendy Limit because Roxas is going to put up lasers here, get in close to Roxas.
makes him invulnerable and snaps him to the boss.
Now that Roxas has no Keyblades, he's only going to attack with lasers. So Spike's going to pop into limit form here, use a combo, use another, go into Ars Arcanum.
Ars Arcanum is a limit that, again, keeps him invulnerable for at least the first half of it. And so Spike is doing these combos in a specific order, so that way when the boss retaliates like that, he is in an invulnerable attack,
So now
so you can keep him stunned.
Spike never wants to do the finisher of Ars Arcanum. Then.
Yeah, that would cause the boss to retaliate immediately.
Spike ran out of his limit, which is fine because he could go into it again, but he's going to Trinity Limit here to essentially set up the positioning, pop back into limit, going to repeat that cycle, 1 combo, do a second.
He's having a pause buffer because he's not sure if the boss might retaliate early,
he
which
did.
he did. So great job from Spike there to do the pause buffering. 1 more combo into a Ragnarok should finish this off with the lasers. Let's go. Nice one. Completely stun locking that boss, keeping him corralled in one spot. Every time he tried to retaliate, Spike made sure I'm invulnerable and I can stagger him immediately after.
And now we're going to one of the most infamous bosses in the game.
And real quick, Zach, before you get that, I want to hear from Sky. Just a couple more donations.
Good call.
We have $100 from Delia, who says, hey, Spike and Zach. Zach, thank you so much for continuing to work on the randomizer. We haven't talked in a bit, but I love walking in on some of your dev streams. Spike, you're one of my favorite people, and I love the drive-by hugs when I see you at GDQs. I'll donate another $50 if you all sing I'll Make a Man Out of You when you're in Land of Dragons.
You're in Land of
Sure.
Dragons?
Give him like 4 bars.
Let's get down to business. You all know it. To defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? We're far enough underestimate. You're the saddest bunch I ever met. then you can bet before we're through. Somehow I'll make a man out of you.
Very nice, very nice.
Beautiful.
Thank you for that donation, Delilah. Zach.
We were in the trap.
Any particular strategy you're going to
We're going to try to fight him straight up.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we fail that, we'll go to another strat lane.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So there are actually, this is the hardest boss in the game, especially if you're trying it at minimum stats. Zach is not a lot over minimum stats, but he is just a little bit. Has to start with Duck Flare to open things up because the boss has about 8 different moves he can do on the opening, and you never know which one's gonna come out, so you have to use that to stay safe and invulnerable. Now, Terra is a weird boss. He has 3 phases. That part's not all that weird, but if you look at the top right, look at that health bar. The more that you damage him in a row, the kind of weaker his armor gets and the more damage you do. So watch as Zach comes in, starts doing damage. It's doing nothing. These attacks, they're doing absolutely no damage. The explosion does a little bit, but as he gets further and further into these attacks, that health bar is depleting more and more.
And once he goes to the next phase, that armor essentially like gets stronger again, and he's gonna have to deplete him. And when he gets to the last phase, things start to get really crazy.
Okay, so right now Zach's in phase 2. This was a pivotal moment because the boss could have decided to do what we like to call bike phase. Thankfully he didn't because it's a nightmare to deal with. So Zach is in a good spot right now, going to be continuing to dodge. Unfortunately gets caught by the whip there, so he's gonna have to react to whatever attack the boss goes with. He's gonna reflect that and then dodge roll through the cannon. He gets caught. Oh my God.
Wow.
Zach's a god. Zach is a god.
Actually,
Zach
Unreal.
you saw how fast the command menu was moving. I don't need to
Yeah.
explain it. Like, that was unbelievable. Then he deflects
this will
the
hit
giant
phase 3.
cannon shot, and now he's gonna go into phase 3 by using Duck Flare.
That was incredible.
This phase now, he has to dodge 1 desperation move. So that's, again, when the screen gets real dark, the boss is invulnerable and he does a lot of damage, right? So Zach's gonna have to fly around to dodge this, or start off with the guards.
Nice dodge roll.
now he's going to go to the edge of the screen to essentially set up it a bit easier to block these moves throughout the DM.
Wants to put his back behind, back to a wall so that way the boss can't warp behind him. 1 more dodge.
Nice dodge.
And now he's got to try to either finish the boss from here, or he has to see another DM potentially. So he's going to pop into final form, through a Mega Elixir to get all of his party members back so that way he could do this. And now he's going to burn that health bar down.
Baby. Hell yeah.
Great job, Zach. That was
We
fantastic.
have 1 boss left.
That's right. There is 1 boss left. And thanks to all of you, we are going to be seeing a 2-player, 1-controller version of this boss. Now, production's going to have to change things up a little here for us because Zach is going to need to hear Spike's audio. And as a result, we have a little bit of time. Sky, if you want to thank some of the wonderful folks who donated.
Of course, do. Real quick update, 17,887 on that blindfolded Rift of the Necrodancer incentive.
done all your menus, right?
And we have $50 from Dan the Enigma that says, we can't leave any stragglers in Organization 13. Good luck to both Spike and Zach. Also, you think we can get a donation train about our favorite Organization 13 member? I'm going to go with Luxord. His gambler aesthetic, unique boss fight, and generally pleasant attitude make him a slam dunk for me. Do you know the rules?
And
Well,
Winnie the Pooh's the best organization.
On try 3, he knew the rules. Sometimes you got to learn the game as you go. I think.
right.
Yeah. So, do you have audio from Spike? Oh, well,
I'm assuming I do because I don't have. Oh yeah.
You heard
Okay,
something there? Okay. All right. We did this once. You want to do it again? Let's do it again.
So, 2 things important to note. 1, they're using an Xbox controller. Zach does not play on an Xbox controller.
Which is hilarious because he's on the movement side.
He's on the side.
So on your hand cam, Zach's controlling the movement on the left, which also controls the command menu in the bottom left of the screen, which is very important. And it controls the shortcut menu with the shoulder buttons. Spike's on the right side of the screen. He's controlling all the face buttons, which is a lot of the attacking and the dodging. And also he has to control the camera and locking onto the boss. We're heading into a 2-phase boss here.
Yeah, so the first phase, they essentially, if they get through it, they will get checkpointed for the second phase.
But let's see how it goes. Can we get a countdown from everybody out there? 3, 2, 1, go! We're going to try to give them some serious time here, so we're going to do a little bit of whisper comms here.
So they're essentially starting with blocking here. They know exactly how many attacks they are, throw out a reflect. Now they're going to get some combos with the explosion finisher. He's going to do these teleports. They're going to try and reflect it to essentially loop this damage, and this should happen for a little bit here throughout this
Note, they have to reflect before
Trinity, yeah.
They have to reflect before the boss actually teleports and gets to them because they have to anticipate it. They don't have enough
And then
time
we're
to
going to go
react.
for a combo here. Combo and then immediately customize to a Mega Elixir. Yep, this is good.
You'll hear them communicating here, essentially planning out what they're doing because they're having to react to what Xemnas is doing.
Look at the health bar in the top right the next time they do a reflect or even that explosion. Watch how much this drops. Bam! Entire bar, all gone, one spell. That's why we say reflect is the best spell in the game. This is weird. They're going to have to audible. We're going to shut up.
Yeah, so essentially that move, as you can see, he's still doing it. They went into Trinity Limit to get those invulnerability frames, and now they're essentially...
Big Spike's got ideas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
This is good.
That's first phase done. So they'll do this building reaction
We gotta hit
command.
that thing. Yeah, all right.
There we go.
Yeah, they have to hit the start. That is required.
So basically, once the boss gets down to about 5 bars of health left, he will most often try to do this entire cinematic attack. They are going to wait for the second...
Third.
Oh, the third, yeah. I think they had enough damage.
The one that says finish.
Honestly, yeah.
I think they had enough damage, but it's fine.
No, this one looks cooler.
It does look cooler.
Here, just hit him with Trinity.
Oh, sure.
There we go.
Just hit it.
To know-
Thunder
and-
don't kill
To be
him.
safe.
Any attack would have killed him there.
Except Thunder.
right.
He's immune to Thunder. That's actually, it's important. That's phase 1 done. They're going to have to do a menu here.
All right.
And they have to do the menu 2P1C.
Yes.
For the record.
We already have everything set up, though.
Okay,
so,
you're all
yeah,
good.
We're,
All right.
we're good.
All right,
Let's,
no menu
let's rock
here.
and roll.
Okay.
Final
All right.
actual boss.
All right, so early
This is really
in
hard.
this phase, they're going to be essentially flying to him, and Xemnas is going to do one of two attacks, these big blue orbs or vines. We want to see orbs because Zak can fly them close. They can reflect and drag that reflect into him.
You're going to see them pause buffer after a lot of these attacks because of trying to see a visual cue for what Derpy was talking about, which move they're using. Now, the other big element of this fight, like Spike said, positioning in this game is crucial.
Okay, let's
There
bail
is
out.
actually...
Oh, he's good. Just tell him.
There's actually a boundary around this arena that Xemnas can go out of, but you can't bypass, which makes him effectively invulnerable to you because you can't reach
He
him.
loves to cheat, and now we're in laser phase, and you saw them once again drag a reflect into him to do that.
It was both of us. We've got a hand on this. That's fine.
So
that was a nasty
what they were
where he put the
trying to
bullets.
do was either reflect or use a Mega Elixir there, and the Mega Elixir, unfortunately, they took damage while trying to throw it. So that shows you how quickly you can die in this game. Now, same opening. They're going to be doing a lot of damage with Explosion and those reflects, specifically trying to reflect, slide dash into the boss, pull the reflect damage to the boss, and then finish him with an
And
explosion.
you can see Zak doing a lot of that small movement, essentially walking around Xemnas before Spike does the explosion combo to try and keep him away from that outside border so he does not go out of bounds.
Oh,
We
baby, give us
should
this
be
all
getting,
day. Give us this all day,
He is being
baby.
incredibly nice
This is
here.
good RNG. Now they're going to try to skip a big...
Going over the limit.
Limit, I'm going to mash X, dog.
Oh, that's it! Time! I'm so sorry. None of us thought he was
Yeah.
going to die there.
He was so nice right there.
Yeah, dog. He was like, yeah, I got my kill in. We good.
That's time, folks. Underestimate
Wow.
by a good amount. Wow, that was incredible. We were not expecting him
No.
to die there. We thought they were going to have to do a whole setup and everything.
Yeah.
But they crushed it.
Yeah, they skipped the big DM where a bunch of lasers are coming down and just
Turns
killed
out
him.
when you have 78 magic, which that's just a number, he just goes boom. He went kaboom.
Yeah, so
Wow.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Please, y'all, thank you so much for this.
I'll say it first because I know this is Zach's first time up here on the stage, and you did wonderful. I just want to give a real quick. Zach killed it. As always, just my shout outs is to everybody here. We are doing so much good for the world. We are coming up on $1.65 million. We have got a bunch of other amazing runs. Get us to 2 million. I want to see Super Dram World 3. They've got me on the couch and I haven't watched the run, so that'll be hilarious. Thank you all so much. Zach.
Yes. This is a magical moment for me.
Oh.
I started watching GDQs because of these two people. One that I'm co-oping with and one that is on the couch.
God, we're so old.
It's rough, dog.
Now I work behind the scenes on production now. I found a new set of friends in the KS2 Rando community. It's almost like I cannot express how much those things mean to me. So I need to thank you both for just being around and then showing that content to everyone else.
Love you, buddy.
Love you so much.
And this is even more special because the first hotfix run I did was on Skybilz' random number generation show. So cool. Thank you for hosting. I don't know what else to say.
Derpy had a great yeet.
Yeah.
That was a great
Derpy was
yeet.
a great yeet.
The great assist.
Glad you're here.
Let's go.
I have nothing else. Do you all have anything?
I just, similar, thank you. These are some of my greatest friends up here on this couch, and I'm just honored to be able to be here and have fun and raise 1.6 million and counting for Doctors Without Borders.
Yeah. Fantastic. I'll keep it short. All I want to say is thank you all so much. And thank you, everybody. It's not just about the dollars. It's also, if I want to leave you with anything, it's the kindness you put out into the world. It's the small, you picked up a piece of litter that somebody missed the trash can on. You held the door open for somebody. Please keep that kindness going, whether it's in the form of donation dollars or just in your everyday life. Thank you all so much. What a wonderful run.
We rock! Let's go, baby!